Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel.
Sir.
And this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo!
Cannon.
Let's go.
Want to start finding killer trade setups more?
What are you watching, bro? What is that, bro? You watching sumo wrestling?
That's the ad for us, man.
You ain't subscribed? No. What's up, guys? How are you? Yes, it is going to be an exciting experience as always. It is episode 163. Yo, we almost to 200, bro.
Almost.
That's
I mean,
Yeah, bro.
we got a ways to go.
Think how statistically how we not supposed to be here. We wasn't supposed to make it this far.
We was Kang.
We was kangs. I personally want to say last episode was amazing when all of you guys were on the pod. I was very wanting to just be on it the entire time. I can say that. But there was a lot of good reactions.
Yeah.
A lot of people enjoyed it, yeah. A lot of people said it was their favorite episode.
Really?
I'm glad the Merlin and Charles seemed to have fun.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
asked them afterward. They're like, yeah, it was really a lot of fun. It was a different experience. Or like they said they were a little nervous just being back here.
Yeah, it's a nervous experience. There's lights, there's cameras.
Yeah.
You don't know how, people who do whatever they do on camera are that comfortable, you know what I'm saying?
All right, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't get what you were saying until Sebastian come on, bro. I was just like, oh, I should have known. I should have known.
I'm trying to block it out because I don't know yet.
It was,
You can't block it out.
Nah, I'm doing
You
it.
can't OD on it. It's non-habit forming.
yeah, I was talking about that at work, bro. Oh, man.
But yeah, man, it was such a great episode. I think we should, if we ever have the possibility of doing it again, we definitely got it, bro.
Yeah,
We definitely got it.
I'll be done.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, listen. We're diving right in to the One Piece episode 111-14 with Garp. Apparently, it's episode of the year. Don't know.
Year? Okay.
But
That's wild.
I don't want to set my expectations too high. We know how we feel. So
I mean, the anime has been pretty. I mean, the last episode we watched.
yeah, that last episode
Episode
was
was really good.
heat,
Yeah, it
bro.
was really good.
I definitely enjoyed that episode a lot.
If they could stay at this kind of pace, like where episode of the year drops every 3-4 weeks, then I might have to tap back in. But
Yeah.
until then,
But yeah, after we do that, we're gonna do the One Piece chapter 1122 review. I'm very excited to hit that part of it. So look out for that. We're gonna be reviewing super chats as well. We're gonna try to do that within the episode. Marv is giving us the extra time to go 30 minutes longer today. So episode will end at 9:30 p.m. So it's a 3.5 hour podcast. What else? Oh, we're going to be taking calls today, but we're not going to do it through the Google Voice anymore because it's not accessible to everybody. So what we're going to do is if you're not in our Discord, join our Discord. We're going to be taking calls through Discord, which basically means within the voice channels, the voice channel live channel in Discord, you're going to see waiting call room. Or waiting room for calls. What is it spelled?
call
like?
waiting room.
Call waiting room. I got dyslexia. You guys are gonna enter through there, and you're gonna wait for Seb to randomly pick whoever to slide up into the voice channel that we can speak to you and hear from you. All right. So this is gonna be accessible to more people. You're just not gonna have the den den mushi sound. And it's unfortunate, but we'll figure it out.
And I just want to
eventually.
apologize in advance because there's no way for me to keep track of who got in there first. I'll probably ask one of the mods to try to help with that. But for the most part, I'm just going to be trying to get as many of y'all in as possible. So be quick with your questions. Be ready to speak. And if I don't get to you, my fault.
Yeah, but this is just going to be way more accessible for everybody. And I think it's going to help out, too, with a lot. So please join our Discord if you haven't joined already. But if you haven't supported us yet by liking the video, please do. If you wish to interact with people like us, like I said, join our Discord. If you can't watch us at home, watch us on the go. Download Spotify, download Apple Podcasts if you don't already have it. Leave us 5 stars and a nice comment. It helps us out a lot. Like I said before, we will read all your super chats organically. Remember, we are a podcast, so we can't just off rip just answer your questions. We don't want to be interrupted. We want to have a great flowing conversation. And I know a lot of people that listen to us go, sometimes those super chats last a little too long. So I apologize. There's nothing I can really do about that. I have to answer those. Those are people that are willing to donate to us, that give us their hard-earned money, and they want us to read it, so we have to, which I do like reading it as well. If you wish to send us mail and open it up on stream, just send it to our P.O. box. It's in the video description below. And yeah, thank you for always supporting us. So let's say what's up to chat. Let's read super chats until 6:15, so 8 minutes of super chats, and then we'll just jump straight into watching the video, the episode of One Piece.
Absolutely. Yeah, like Larry said, please like the stream if you haven't already. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. We got 350 people here, but only 121 likes. Hit that like button. Thank you. I see Lyrical Miracle. I see Shirachiman. I see Novice J, Sam Mamoy, Patty Melts, Key, Courtney, Marie, Bassman Afro, Special K, TD Auger, Young Lou, Mihawk, Victor Pichardo, the Aztec Network, the Broker, what's up, Broker? Toby's in here, Dempsey Roll Epo, Legic, the GOAT, Michael Aguirre, Quavo, Don't Miss Gaming, Mother, Animes D Wave, Special K, Zenkoto, Kirby, James McGee. Just so many of y'all in here. We really appreciate y'all being here with us. But yeah, let's get into some super chats. I see Shannon with a super fire PFP. It's like Luffy holding a straw hat, looking up at himself as Joy Boy. I like that. It's 1 month membership to Nakama status. It says this chapter was actually low key fire. Insane. We'll get into it really shortly. We see another 5 from King Raheem. It says, hello, everybody. Shout out to Larry. Also, have you guys ever noticed Binks Sake has the same melody as Kalalu's theme song? I've never actually watched Kalalu.
Nah.
Or Caillou. Is it? I don't know. Is it Caillou?
Is that like a Hamtaro reference?
No.
I thought if it's the show, I'm thinking of it's the bald kid with the yellow shirt. But I'm pretty sure that's Caillou, and that's not how it's spelled. Or I'm reading it wrong. Yeah. But no, I haven't noticed that. Sorry. Another 2 from Joyous Boyus 420. It says the rope for the DDT. It's coming, bro. The DDT's coming. We working on it.
Yeah, we're actually still working on it.
Yeah. We did get another 10 gifted memberships
Firearms!
from our guy
Thank you so
Firearms.
much for the 10 gifted. Yo, everybody, throw up the Nakama fist, especially if you received one. Say thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate you.
Thank you, Firearms. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. We got another 3-month membership to Yonko status from Cyborg Frankie 7. That is our highest tier of membership. So if you want to be a Yonko, hit that subscribe button and become a member.
Yes, thank you.
It says Big Daddy Platinum handling business. Hashtag we getting topped off. Hashtag BBC boys. Oh man, thank you, Cyborg. Another 2 from Cyborg. It says shout out to Emmett for giving us more history than Vegapunk.
Bro did it in half a page.
Oh man,
Literally.
We got another 2 from Off Brand. It says I feel like Sword's goal has been the One Piece.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I actually have a comment later
Yeah?
about that.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to go in later for sure. I have a lot to say too.
Okay. We got another 2 from Sam Mamoy. Mahyomi.
Mayomi.
Yeah, my fault. €2. It's no super chat attached, but it's their first super chat.
Thank
so
you, Sam. Say something next time, please.
Another 2 from Lewis AM21. It says, what did you think about the My Hero Academia ending? Hashtag TOPT BBC.
I have something for that once we jump into the chapter, but if you guys wanted to answer it now, that's up to you. Or we could wait.
For My Hero?
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet. So.
Because Oda mentions it in the chapter.
Yeah,
so we can get to it.
we'll get to it when we talk about the cover, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We're gonna get to it when we talk about the cover. We promise.
I didn't finish it though.
I haven't finished either, but
I'm spoiling.
I got,
No, I'm joking.
I got spoiled already, so I don't really care. But
Yeah.
like,
I didn't.
I don't have anything spoilish to say.
Okay.
Put it that way. I don't at all.
no, just put my fries in the bag, bro. We got another 5.
That's not what
From
happened, but okay.
Lucatero.
Community groovy.
Getting topped off on live 3 weeks in a row. I'm so lucky. Am I the only one who thinks Usopp will never get a real power up? I hope you are.
Wait, like he's wrong.
Yeah.
He better. He kind of needs
Yeah,
it.
he
He needs
better.
it the most. Actually.
Even though I don't want him to be on the crew, he needs to have it. He needs to have a power up.
It's crazy I still don't rock with Usopp. Another 5 from Lyrically a Miracle. It says, hey y'all, I'm one of your Spotify listeners.
Thank you.
Became a member this weekend. Hey, beautiful work, everyone.
Thank you.
Larry, I love you. Pause. Hashtag Shin Gang. And that was Lyrically's first super chat. So thank you.
I got
Thank
love
you.
for you too, bro.
Lamb.
Thank you for repping Shin.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you.
Another 2 from Young the Ace. It says, does the red band on Luffy's straw hat hold Haki? We will get into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we're gonna have to dispel.
Yeah,
I would say. I don't know. I'll tell you this. I'm very interested to see what the guys think about what happened during the last piece of the chapter. I really don't know where they're sitting, especially Sebastian. He's so erratic in his thought process that sometimes like I can't predict what he's gonna say. So I'm really interested. I'm as interested as you guys sitting at home, to be honest. So especially all 3 of them. I really want to see all 3 of these guys say something about it.
We gonna see.
Yeah.
Another 5 from BM Rambo. It says, everybody's here. Hashtag getting topped with top. Thank you.
Yo, it's never not gonna make me laugh, bro.
Dude, it's weird to say.
Yeah.
Another 6 months from Mr. Penguin. It says, if you could have an admiral-themed devil fruit, what animal would you be?
Animal-themed devil fruit? What animal would I be?
Oh, an
man.
animal theme. I said animal.
Animal
sorry.
theme? I like dinosaurs, so I'd probably be like a dinosaur.
I'd want to be able to fly, so any one of those flying type. I'd probably want to go mythical, but we got
You're gonna be a penguin, bro.
Waddle.
Penguins can't fly though.
I know.
They can swim.
I'm trying to be a Pegasus. No, I'm not.
You seen that penguin? Lawrence Lionel?
I would be a mythical chimera or something like that.
Chimera?
You can't even say the name right.
Yeah, you can't have it if you can't say chimera, bro.
Chimera, man.
I always thought I'm just putting them in one piece. What's that dude in Naruto? He had the magma fruit.
The monkey.
Oh, the gorilla that was like.
His name was Goku.
What?
His name was Goku.
In Naruto?
Yeah.
You talking about the four-tailed
Yeah.
Jinchuriki?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a Goku.
That's actually kind of funny. I didn't notice that. But I would be like something like that.
He was like a lava monkey? Gorilla?
No, he was like a gorilla lion or something like that.
Oh.
Nobody make any racist jokes. Nobody make a racist joke. I see it already coming off your tongue.
I'd
Relax.
be a lion turtle from Avatar specifically.
You already said what you were gonna be.
Yeah, but I'm switching up.
Nah. You already picked, bro. You can't, don't take backsies, bro.
I technically did.
All right, let's do 2 more, and then we'll jump into the show.
We got another 1111 euros from Zach Blue. It says, I could never join any of the 162 podcasts, but do you guys think that we will ever get any backstory of Nami when she was a baby? And if you guys want to skip the question, then who can be the mother of Luffy?
Both skippable. Both skippable.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I do not care about Nami's back. So.
No, to
Agreed.
me, it's like, I don't think we're going to get it. It's like that.
I just don't
I don't think her parents are going to have any significance.
I hope they don't. I think we did that already with Sanji. We kind of did it a little bit with Zoro, where we didn't actually get into it, but we got hinted at it. I'm good on Nami's backstory, bro.
But Luffy's mom could hold some type of reference to the,
I'm good on that too,
Yeah.
personally.
No, because it could be Garp's. It's Garp's granddaughter.
Luffy's
Garp's
mom
daughter,
is Dada, man.
Stop.
I would say the same thing.
This is One Piece, bro. That absentee mom, I'm playing.
Job was drunk one day. No, stop.
Who'd you say? Savage. You said
Garp was drunk one day. What?
Nah.
Just know if it turns out that she got murked,
And
And Dragon ain't spin?
Nah, hold on now.
Yo, I swear, bro.
Listen, I know we
I
gotta,
swear,
I know we
bro.
gotta go, but keep that same energy for Cat, bro. Keep that same energy, bro.
Keep that same energy.
Keep
for
that
Cat.
same energy, Larry. That's your man's. He watching TV, bro.
We ain't got time to deal with your coonery. Bro.
Alright,
I mean,
I'm
your
just-
foolery.
Yo, bruh. Yo, bruh. Cat. Bruh. Use this trick.
Bruh.
Yo, bro. I did not mean that, bro. I did not mean that. I definitely said. I definitely.
That was wild. Larry got way too comfortable. Way too comfortable.
Oh, nah, bro. You see what Cat Love make you do, bro?
Yeah, listen, man.
Oh, man. I can't.
You want me to read the next one? Or no?
Yo, bro. Yo, bro, I definitely meant to say foolery, bro. My bad, bro.
15 minutes into the show, we about to get canceled. What did you say?
Bro. Yo, my stomach hurts, bro. Oh my gosh. All right, hey, Marv, let's get to the episode. Everybody like the video if you haven't liked the video yet. Also, we'll get to the super chat.
If y'all want to hit dislike, I understand. I get it. Today.
I was just telling them not to be racist.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh man. All right, yeah, guys, listen. We're about to watch the latest One Piece episode. Yo, I got a headache.
I was tearing up, bro.
Yeah, that's so funny,
too,
bro.
A little more. There you go. A little more. Little more.
Keep going.
Right.
I don't know
To
where
the
it's
left.
at.
To a little
What
more.
about
to
the
the
title?
left.
Show the title.
Yeah, is there any title mark?
There we go.
Oh,
Right
there you
there.
go.
Right there's
Fine.
good.
Mark, they can't hear it, right? Yeah.
All right, y'all.
That means we gotta hear it without our headphones, right? Okay. And of course it's covered too, right, Marv? All right. Yeah, guys, we're gonna watch the latest episode. We can't show it, obviously. You won't be able to hear it, obviously. Bunch of copyright. Well, I don't hear it playing. Yeah.
Say again.
He said if we can hear it from one headphone.
No, nothing's
think
changed
so.
for me.
No. I think I hear from both.
Nothing's changed for me.
Same.
Oh my god, bro. That was so funny.
I think now it's different.
Yeah.
Now it's different, Marv.
I don't hear nothing. Oh, there we go.
You want to just play the video and see what happens? I didn't hear anything.
I ain't hear anything now.
Oh my gosh.
Strahd, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
What does Strahd do?
He's tracking the call order for me.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you, Strahdy.
Appreciate that, Strahd.
Ray Stokes with the 5 gifted membership. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate you, Roy. Roy Stokes, everybody. Please, if you received a membership, say thank you and please throw up the knock on my fist for our boy.
We heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's
just hit one.
in the right ear. Yeah.
Mine's in the left.
All right, let's get it.
Y'all ready, man?
I am ready
I'm
for this
pretty hyped
episode.
for this. I ain't gonna lie.
I am ready for this. Look at Beehive.
Yo, Blackbeard ugly.
He got mad cocoa butter on. Oh yeah, Perona. Yo, low key, Perona's one of the baddies, bro. She's a baddie.
Always gotta check that age first, bro.
No, she's old enough, bro. She's like 20 something.
Is she?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, this is really like a byproduct of his like devil fruit. Like it's just people.
I know.
She wallet.
I'm not the type, but like.
No, she reminds you of that woman from Impel Down. Did she give you?
Yeah, she's
right?
like the girl from Impel Down. I forgot her name.
She's what's her name's granddaughter, right?
Yeah.
Suru. I always rock with the Marines, bro. I don't know why.
Look at Tashigi.
Not Tashigi so much.
Our low key goat with the best dream in One Piece.
Yo.
Hey man.
Garp really pulled up and was like,
He really like
I'm on my Batman.
reverse white beard in, bro.
Yo, low key, if I'm surrounded like this, bro, I'm hooking off, bro. Like I'm gonna have to do something. I can't go down like that.
It's good. I feel like Koby at his level should be able to handle all that.
Facts.
Like, you could
Wasn't
use-
he doing like I need to distract them so everybody else can be free or whatever?
Yeah,
I thought
he
that
was.
was
Yeah,
the
he
whole
was
thing.
doing that,
Yeah.
but he should still be able to do shave and just knock people out.
She really got a little teddy bear with
I'm
it.
pretty sure he could use a chaining ball too as a weapon. As a
Yeah, he could probably infuse the chaining, the cannonball that's attached to him. I'm gonna keep it a bug, bro. Koby should be able to use observation at this point where he dodging bullets, right?
Yeah. I think so. Because you awakened it 2
Or
years
even
ago.
do tech guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like bullets shouldn't hurt you.
Because he awakened it 2 years ago, so it should be like, you know what I'm saying? Observation should be pretty good.
He does have a pretty strong growth rate.
I don't remember this.
This is her using the peace cannon gun
Yeah.
that Vegapunk made.
I know, but I don't remember like.
Yeah, Hibari like saved Koby when he was about to get shot up. She
Yeah.
like shot her thing to wipe
Yeah, I
their
remember
stuff. Hibari cool.
Yeah, Hibari is cool.
How does random dude notice?
This is the
I guess
cover.
he probably
It was
was
the cover
broadcasted.
page.
It was broadcasted, yeah.
No. This was the cover page.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
But I think that also was broadcasted too. So like that's how they
No,
probably
I don't
know.
think it was.
No?
No, I think
Was
it was
he-
just cover story.
Yeah, I
Wasn't he
think it was
standing in
just the
front of
cover.
TV?
But that is cool. That,
It is
like,
cool.
It's a fact known to throughout the world that he
Yeah.
won that for that. You know,
Hibari looked like a G, bro.
she looked like a
Army brat.
Fortnite character.
Oh, she
Oh,
does
yeah,
look like a
she
does.
Fortnite
Like-
character.
She just gonna do an emote real quick.
What are they even doing?
Get you a Hibari, y'all.
Yeah, get you a Hibari. You want a shorty that's down for you. And you need an op.
Why your shoes look like that?
He squirted. All right, I'm
Come
done.
That's too much.
Stride with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Stride.
Hey,
Thank you.
Stradi, thank you, bro. Please, everybody, thank Strad if you receive that membership. And also throw up the Nakama fist for the boy.
It's mud? That's it? I thought it was someone else.
This is low-key scary.
Is it mud? I don't remember being mud.
This is kind of like Crackers Biscuits and
but
Gecko
with
Moria's Zombies.
Is it clay or is it mud?
I thought
It
it
said
was,
clay. I'm
It
not
said
in
mud,
the
though.
anime. It said clay. So
I never expected his hair to be light green like that.
yeah.
He gave more like a blonde type vibe.
I'm glad he's not blonde though. Like,
Why?
I think we have too many blonde people in One Piece.
yeah.
That sounds blondest, Lionel.
No, I'm
Why
saying
you,
like
why you hating?
I'm not.
No, why
Especially
you
take
hating?
away your crew. Well,
I mean, he wouldn't have been a part of the gang anyway. He's
A marine.
a Marine. But still. She really just whipping the building. Like, what is
It's kind of weird that you have to whip the buildings to get them to move, though.
Kujaku's so fine, bro.
she has that orange or golden hair. Her hair looks like Rayleigh's hair color. That does not look like blonde to me.
I think it's funny how that giant like skull statue looking thing has a bandana on it for no reason.
I like that Garp sitting on like the
front like Luffy does.
Yeah.
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 That's his grandson.
Do you see Dragon do that? Non-stop.
What's his name, Seb?
Wait, is the ship on sale or is it flying?
What's his name, Seb?
It's Helempolo?
Okay.
Helmepo?
Wait, what?
I don't. Which is? I
You
don't
see
remember
what he
which
just
is that-
did?
Yo,
Yeah,
he
how?
like punched the ocean, I guess.
No, he
And made
punched
it
the
recoil.
air and
The
somehow
air?
made the ship fly. Like, I understand him, but he made the ship fly too.
With a casual, just like punch too.
That's crazy.
She's like, of course, Bay. He's like, she called me Bay.
But I've been talking to this girl from Dressrosa recently. And
She ain't gonna know I'm cheating. That's what he's saying.
You talking about Rebecca?
mm-hmm.
Yo, imagine you just chilling, and all of a sudden you see a ship just flying at you.
It's not even the ship. It's like, yo, Garp on it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if it's just a ship, it's like, oh, wow, that's kind of wild, right?
It's weird they just had a big giant opening there.
Yo,
With nothing
Garp really
going
was
on.
like, yo, this is what Luffy was supposed to do.
This is what-
Oh yeah, they both came flying ships. I know. Okay, I didn't think of that.
You talking about Marineford War?
Yeah.
No, like Luffy did it against against the Marines, and Garp did it against the pirates, pretty much.
I hate that he can't just cut this bowl off.
Yeah.
Is it Sea Stone?
I was thinking of, I don't think it is.
Because you don't need to be a Devil for user to get Sea Stone cuffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If it is a stronger, stone, I guess. Why not?
Honestly, Garp look crazy though. He's been trying to get out of there. You're like they are shook. That looked dope. It did.
We see where all the production went
Yo.
to in the episode.
Seriously.
Bruh.
Now,
That looks
this seems-
boss.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yo,
That look
yeah,
boss.
Yeah. he looks so
He's so
crazy.
Imagine
crazy,
hearing
bro.
that right before you get knocked out.
Like, it's crazy how high he's in the sky right now. And
Yo, it looks crazy.
Even
Like,
Shirio's
y'all
like,
not
hey,
doing
man.
nothing. The thing is, they're
What
not
is-
doing anything. They're just watching it happen. Like, you see it happening.
Oh, nah. Yo, chill.
People probably think he took Galaxy.
Yo,
like,
Roger
hockey
was
and
really
stuff.
fighting this dude, yo. Like,
See, why look like he Superman punched it?
Bro just released a nuke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like a nuke in one shot.
Yeah.
bro.
Yo, they did make it more
Oh
like
my
a nuke.
god.
Okay.
And people trying to say he did this with one punch. That Dragon Ball Z is One Piece ain't crazy like this.
Chill out, bro.
This is one punch. It's not even an energy blast, bro.
Yo,
Imagine getting a
hold on,
Gatling
hold-
like this.
Lawrence, relax. Vegeta, like literally, Nappa went like
Nappa
this.
went like
bro.
this,
Like,
like the whole
exploded
city
the
out,
whole
bro.
city, bro.
But again, those are like you know what I'm saying? These are humans. Those are like the aliens, of that.
yeah.
world,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
listen, I feel you.
Bro, at this
Listen.
point, we don't know who's what race in One Piece. All right, so don't come at us about aliens, bro.
Bro, this is crazy.
They did Galaxy Impact right. I will say that.
Nah, he
Harry's
tough.
coming
He on
down?
the bison.
Yo, seriously, that was
Folded
dope.
arms. Okay. How the ship good?
He's about to land.
Imagine about to catch that.
I can see Garp catching it.
That was awesome.
Nah, if
That
Garp
was
catches it.
That actually ended the chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they ended it with him approaching for the anime, which I think is a smart decision.
Yeah, you want to keep this going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Tashigi, bro.
Tashigi,
Dying.
bro. Do better. Yo, Koby really in full shock. Like, yo, I'm not worth this. That's crazy.
Oh, Gruss saves them.
Yeah.
Do we remember that?
I did not.
Yeah, I kind of.
I mean, it makes sense.
We gotta go back to the chapter.
Yeah, I kind of want to Garp to catch it now. Honestly.
Yo, low key.
Yo,
like after I
yes.
just saw that, I
Yo,
definitely wanted to catch
seriously.
him.
And he getting that white beard graphic when he turned the world upside down. I've always liked that sound of the Marines just aiming down with the guns.
They got Helmeppo using a gun.
It's crazy that his hockey started a fire. If you think about it, you know.
Yeah.
They
He's
get
looking for the
burned.
Black Bear Pirates.
I'm not satisfied.
He said off his game.
Yeah, shout out to like 𝙏𝙗𝙪𝙢𝙗, bro.
Oh, this is when Hibari gets frozen by Aokiji.
Yeah.
It happens like right now.
Why do you take off his glasses?
Who?
Helmeppo.
I was.
Like he was
Yo,
wearing.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I hate those shades, bro. I do. Bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those shades.
Just hating. Elite level hate.
He said, "I'll drag him down." It's crazy.
They're taking a little too long.
Yeah.
Oh, he said even though they're not sword members. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tashigi wasn't a part of sword.
Let's get it.
About time.
Your Garp gotta feel crazy seeing Aokiji do stuff like this, though.
Yeah, word. To other Marines. It's crazy he did it so quietly.
And he was gonna let her drop. too.
Yo,
Yeah, word.
Yo,
Yeah,
no,
seriously.
Aokiji grab you and you let her drop, bro.
Yo. Guess he knew Kobe was gonna catch her, but I don't know.
I mean, he could use observation. He's an
Yeah.
admiral, ex-admiral. You expect him to have that? Low-key, why didn't you give him the entrance that they gave him versus Cracker,
Yo,
bro?
facts.
Out here.
I think Koby gonna be like Admiral level tall one day.
Admiral level tall?
Yeah.
Nah.
He could be.
Because he was way shorter before, and now he's like, average.
Fuji's
height.
pretty tall too, right?
Hmm?
Fuji's tall? How tall
Yeah.
is Fuji?
They're all like in the
He's pretty tall.
Aren't they all like 11 feet
Yeah,
or something like
10
that?
feet.
No, I think Aokichi's the shortest one. Maybe Fujitomo might be taller or shorter than him.
You're
But
definitely looking at
They
taller
really
than
rock
Kaido.
their full Admiral gear to fight.
We doing recap?
Mm.
They did not put this man on his knees
Come
like that, bro.
on,
Come
man.
on, bro. We can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Mm.
That's super disrespectful. I get the recap. It's an anime. People, they don't really.
I just ain't
remember
like they
stuff
put him on
this.
his knees like
Yeah.
that. Had a kind of walk away.
And that recap was when Robin was explaining what happened right after they came back.
They could have
post-time
just
skip.
showed what they showed there. Again.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
better
The one,
graphics.
Yeah.
the one that got frozen is whose daughter?
There's no. It's nobody's daughter that we know. of.
Someone said it's like Kainu's
Oh
daughter.
yeah, they've made that mention.
Oh, we
because
get to
of
see
her
your
dialect.
boy Beg, bro.
Hey man,
Yeah, we get to see it in 4K.
it's called recruiting.
He said, chill. Relax.
It's called recruiting. Okay. Why he dressed like Luffy?
Yo, he looks exactly like Luffy right now, bro.
He got the yellow sash and everything,
Wait, he
bro.
always had a yellow sash though.
Nah, he had a green.
Did he?
I think so. It might have just been green pants. But he has green pants on right
Shout out
now.
to Van Auger though. That ain't even true.
Who else has ice abilities?
Monet.
She ain't doing this, Sebastian.
Queen.
Yeah. Maybe.
You think he be accidentally freezing his drinks?
You think he only drinks warm drinks? Because he's like, yo, everything be cold, bro. Mm. Mm.
I felt quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that felt quick. Yeah, really quick.
All right, that's it, Marv. You can bring it back to us and switch the audio for everything. And then we'll wait for Marv.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so everything's good now, Marv? Yeah. All right, let's go around the table. Law, what do you think of the episode and what would you rate it?
I liked the episode a lot. I think Garp's moment was dope to me.
Yeah.
Even to the part where like him like sitting like on the ship, how Luffy does. It shows like how much Luffy took from Garp, right? Even I'm not saying their styles are similar, but like they both use their fists, you know? And how that the way even to get to the island, him like punching the air, like slightly, you see the wind coming around his fist and him just like slight doing a jab to the air and floating up this entire ship that high in the island. It looks so effortlessly done and that high to get there. I thought that was dope, you know? And then that him walking in the air, walking to do his conquerors, his Haki to do that, and then do that rest. I thought it was dope. And then the way they did it, the destruction of it, I even liked, for example, when he jumped in the air and you see like his Haki like circulating or being concentrated to throw his galaxy impact. It looked like almost like a star in a way, like a beam being concentrated into this crazy power and then throwing it, and the destructive power after it. Like I said, it looked like a nuke just went off right here. And I like that too because it showed so much power, but also too this is Garp in his old age, not in his prime, right?
Facts.
And he even said, well, he's looking around, he's like, the power died down. You know what I'm saying?
Like he's disappointed.
Exactly. Like he's so used to doing more damage than what he's done, right? And they're like, "What are you talking about? You've done. We can't even take anymore." But he's disappointed because of how much power he lost because of his old age. Shows like the monster that Garp is if he was in his prime, you know.
Yeah.
And showing that even though, like, for example, I think Milan will talk about it too, there's very few people that reached, I guess you could say, like, Pirate King level in the world, right? That we could say. We say, obviously, it's Gold Roger, and we believe that Rox is there, Whitebeard, Garp, and that we saw. And that was who else was on that list, Lionel?
Well, obviously Sengoku to me.
Yeah,
and
Sengoku.
And Kong.
And Kong, right? That we believe that reached Pirate King level, right?
Y'all missing one. But we'll get to that in the chapter.
I mean, that's different, though. It's different.
We'll get to it in a chapter.
So, yeah. And showing how strong they were. And then, dang it, you made me lose my train of thought.
My fault.
No, you're good. And yeah, so like, and after that, we're pretty much then we talked about Koby's moment, and yeah. So move on for now because I forgot what.
I was gonna say you can move on.
Yeah.
Sab?
Episode's cool. I'll be honest. Outside of the Galaxy Impact, I thought the episode was pretty mid. Be real with you. Like, I didn't think anything was too fire or dope, or like the dialogue was a little slow. The pacing was slow. I think we pointed out a few times when they were running. I thought some of the graphics looked a little weird and choppy for me. Like Blackbeard's whole presence in the episode.
Yeah.
I feel like the episode prior he looked cleaner from the preview. Aokiji didn't look as fly as he normally looks to me. I feel like he's one of my favorite character designs in the story. And when I saw him, I didn't think anything of him. Took him too long to free Sabari to me. But I really enjoyed what they did with Garp. Like Lawrence said, punching the ship off. Dude, the background changing into like a universal actual galaxy, I thought that was great. And I got spoiled in the Discord on that a little bit, but even how they did it was super dope. I don't know. To me, they, like I think you pointed out, they spent most of the budget on Garp's entrance, and then just went, everything else gonna have to be average to whatever. So, which I ain't mad at that personally.
Yeah.
Is that I thought the Shanks episode was better.
Yeah.
All around, just the story of it, how it played out. So, I don't know. I would give it a solid like 6.5, 7.
6.5, 7.
Yeah, I'll go 7. I'll go clean 7.
Clean 7.
Yeah.
All right. Lionel.
Pretty much, you guys. I agree with pretty much everything what you guys said. The only thing I actually didn't like, with the Garp thing was he didn't catch a ship. Nah, I'm playing.
That would have been so tough, bro.
Because we don't know because the order didn't show that in the manga, so we didn't even know if that even happened. But two things was when Garp did it in the manga, it was more like he actually threw it. It was cool, but it looked like he just Superman punched. It looked like he was supposed to go to the ground. Then he didn't. While in the manga, like he just threw his fist. It looked like he hooked a hockey blast to the floor, and it made more sense to add it to like Luffy throws bullets, with his fist. Garp really threw a hockey bullet to the ground with his fist, and also I think the Black Lightning was a little bit lacking when it hit the ground. Like they focused more on the explosion and impact of it in the circles, but if you see in the manga because they had the circle explosion, but you see just black lightning just leaking from it. Like they showed a little bit, but it wasn't emphasized. In the manga, it was. That's what people think. That was Conqueror's Haki, showing how powerful and thick Blackbeard's Haki was. The black lightning just leaking everywhere from it, and that made it. That's what people say. There's a picture of comparing the anime and the manga of which one looked better, and people say, "Oh, the anime looked better." I'm like, to me, it's debatable. Because you could do an explosion, but when you have Haki leaking from it, it looks more powerful to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it's still good. It was good. Like I liked it a lot, but it would have been more impressive if they just kept it also with the manga, focusing on emphasizing Black Lightning is leaking from that big giant fireball. They showed it a little bit, but there's a glimpse of it, but it wasn't emphasized. That's the only point I'm making. But the overall, it was great. To me, it was really good. Well done.
So what's your rating?
I would actually say with Sebastian 7.
7. Law, you want to say what your rating is, or do you have a little bit more to say?
I'll say my rating because it's when before Sebastian's gonna say it, I was gonna choose 7 because I'm pretty strict with my ratings, but like again, it was mostly the impact of what Garp did. Yeah. And that was dope. And I do agree with what Lionel said about the lightning thing. But yeah, I rated it 7.
7? Yeah. For me, I really loved I didn't like any of the Koby parts. I'll admit that.
I felt like it dragged.
It dragged a little bit. There was a lot of pacing issues, I would say, in the episode. I don't really have a problem with it. That's just the One Piece I know, you know? So I'm used to that. That's why I don't watch it. But every time Garp was on screen, I felt like the episode was just tremendously better. And the graphics also picked up. I really loved how, and it was very small, but I loved how when Garp wanted to take the ship off the water, they showed it from a far stretched perspective where he turns around after jumping in the air and punches. It was so smooth and clean the way it happened that I was like, bro, that was actually kind of dope. That was better here than in the manga.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that's fire.
And that's what you want. You want to feel that feeling.
The fluidity of it was amazing. That was a 10 out of 10 for me, that part. And then when Garp is like walking.
Yeah.
That
the walk was
bro, that was aura, bro. Dude, I can see that happening in like the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament, where like dudes are walking on the platform and they just aura it out. That was like, I got that feeling from Garp, and I thought that was super cool because it also, it's a big speculation. It's never been confirmed, but it's a big speculation that Garp has Conqueror's Haki. We expect him to have it. We thought that was his moment in the manga. And like Lionel was pointing out, the lightning effects of Haki was supposed to indicate that was a Conqueror's type of attack. Whereas in this episode, it made it seem as if Garp just had supreme armament Haki. Like there was no Conquerors attached to it. And I feel like now I'm second guessing. It's like, do I treat Garp as a Conqueror's Haki user, or do I go, hey, that was just incredible armament Haki? And that's when you start having to look at like past effects from like previous episodes or like, so that was a great difference for me. And I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing, because you have to look at it from an anime person's perspective. They don't remember all the information and they think basically Haki is probably all just the same thing, right? But there's a clear difference between people who have Conquerors and people who don't. So I love the effect that you mentioned with the galaxy, though. I thought that was amazing.
That was so cool.
I thought the warm-up took a little too long for him to charge it up, but I think overall it just looked fantastic. So my rating right now, I would give it a 6 to like maybe like a 6.3.
Right.
But I think the Garp effect was amazing. I thought that 𝐴𝐽𝐺, I was kind of disappointed.
That flashback of Aokiji and the Kaino,
like that really messed me up.
You can't show Aokiji the way they showed him at Whole Cake Island and then be like, he just took, like, they just showed him take a knee. Like, I get your
No, it wasn't just one knee though.
Took 2 knees.
He had 2 knees,
it's
bro.
Like, and I know we're being petty and I know we're nitpicking a little bit here, but in general, like, I don't know, the way they explained it or showed it in the anime on Fishman Island when Robin explained it, that was fine.
Yeah.
That showing both of them.
They looked even.
And it's, even if you're telling me that he lost, like Robin told me he lost too. You know what I'm saying? Or Jinbei told me he lost too.
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't need to show that like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, it was cool. I'll say this: it gave me that thought process that I did want to have from this episode, and I think I said it. Dang, this is what Roger was dealing with.
Yeah.
This is what Whitebeard and them was actually doing. This is why Dach and Zhao talked. Garp was a menace to us pirates.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you feel that here. And, like, Garp in his element. He's trying to protect Marines. He's on Pirate Island fighting. Like I said, I think Lana brought it up. It's the reverse Whitebeard. Whitebeard, old legend going into a Marine Ford. This is Garp, old legend going into Pirate
But
Island.
at a very, very lower scale.
Yeah.
But I'll say this though, it's not that we don't like the fact that 𝐴𝐽𝐺 took a knee. I would say it's because we know that fight was a lot more philosophical. It was a lot more like there was a lot more feelings in that moment. We know that it wasn't easy for Akainu and it wasn't easy for 𝐴𝐽𝐺. And most likely what happened during that fight was 𝐴𝐽𝐺 said, I'm not willing to murk you the same way you are for me. And it wasn't like he bent the knee to Akainu and then Akainu just walked away. I felt like that was very disingenuous to like 𝐴𝐽𝐺's story as a character and like what the ideals clashing meant during that moment. Because that was the fate of the Marines.
Yeah.
You're never going to see a challenger go on their knees like that.
Yeah.
So it's not that we're like disappointed in the fact that like the anime did that. It's just sometimes you need people to understand like that's not the story that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially,
And that's just us being hard critics because we are scholars of One Piece at the end of the day, right? Like we know a lot about One Piece. Like many people don't have this type of library in their brain where they could just like, you know.
I'm biased, bro. Aokiji in my top 10 favorite characters. I ain't like seeing him go out like that.
Yeah.
I didn't. Personally, I was like, wait, what? Why did he do that? Don't do that.
yeah, because I feel like it also took away, like, if you even look at how Aokiji, yeah, especially with that moment with Blackbeard, but also how Aokiji lost. Like, you know, the marks he got from the battle. And you also look at what Akainu lost in the marks in his battle. It wasn't just, like you said, Aokiji took the knee and he lost and that was it. No, it was like, it was a lot more deeper than that. It was a lot more, like, intense, emotional, and, like, almost to the, like, a death battle, which none of them wanted. But it happened because they have different views to it.
And y'all, anime fans, yo, stop hyping. Episode of the year, Chris.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Episode of the year. We've done like 3 episodes already.
Yeah,
this
that's
year
crazy.
That I would say were all better than this.
Yeah, that was crazy work. I don't think you can say this was episode of the year. That Shanks episode was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was pure GOAT, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also about to go back to the Aokiji and Akainu moment. I understand that the anime director was trying to symbolize one person lost, one person won. That's it. But if you go deeper, like I was just pointing out, Aokiji lost a leg. So he ain't kneeing to nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we know he wasn't kneeing to Akainu. I understand, though. It's about I accept my defeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think there's a better way to portray that. And I think if you're if you understand Aokiji's character, it comes off a little bit, you know, like it's a little disparaging.
Yeah.
To me.
I was salty.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I would say just a little more on it because, like you said, it's not even like, even though it may seem that way, but it shows it's not even like Akainu and Aokiji hated each other, right? They kind of grew up in the Marines together, right? Because even like the main part was like, you think about how like in a way war starts or whatever. The main thing is like the way they go about things or their ideas of how the Marines should be the future of the Marines and how the Marines should be run was different, right? But they both respected each other as that they're both Marines and fighting for the same cause, right? So the main thing was like the way you would do things. We saw that with Aokiji. Like he called a kind of like an idiot for like doing that one, but he was like, you go too far.
Yeah.
Right? That was the main point. So then now showing that he just conceded, I think does Aokiji lack of justice because it was more like he's willing to put his life on the line to shape the Marines the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
Right? So it was more like the winner was forced. I mean, the loser was forced in a way to lose.
Yeah.
And that's hence why he lost a limb. And the way Jimmy explained it, it was the point that it came to a point where like it's like neck and neck and life or death.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's like, but at the end of it, Akainu won, and he was like, he still viewed him as like a friend or ally because he probably respected and viewed why Aokiji was doing this. But it was like, I believe the Marines should be run this way though.
He just looked like he had no hope.
Yeah.
That's the point that bothered me. It was like he got on his knees and was like, yo, this is hopeless.
And then they even said like Akainu say like out of mercy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like I get that that's what happened or whatever, but like it just looked way more weak. Like it looked way more pathetic than I feel like it actually was.
Because also out of mercy is not even the way Jimmy described it. He described it as more like Akainu couldn't bring himself to do it because it was still his friend.
Akainu pulled up, dude took the knee, he walked away in the little thing, and I'm like again, we know that's not what they're portraying. I'm just saying I ain't like it.
Yeah,
I ain't like that.
Yeah, man. You know, like I said, I can't have my expectations always high, like the way other people.
No, man, they was talking about episode of the year, Chris.
Yeah, but it's definitely 6.3 for sure. Guys, if you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. If you haven't followed us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts yet, please do that. Leave us 5 stars and a nice comment. What we're gonna do right now is we're going to do some Super Chats. After Super Chats, we are going to get into the One Piece manga. Now, this is going to be a very exciting part of the episode. I'm very excited to talk about what's happening in this chapter. So I think you should stick around. If not, listen to us later. But Seb, let's do super chats until about 7:05. We'll do 10 minutes of it.
Okay.
And we'll get back to the chat.
All right. We got another 2 from Young Lou. It says, last week's episode was dope. Keep it up, my boys. Thank you, Lou.
Thank you.
We got another Nakama that joined the
Derek
ship.
Smith.
Derek Smith. Thank you. Enjoy the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We got another 10 euros from Sam Mayomi. It says, I have a theory on black blades. What if, to blacken a blade, you have to completely transfer your Haki into the sword? So you can no longer use your Haki/arm after blackening the blade. Sort of like heavy restriction. The first part of putting your entire Haki into the blade, that's been discussed by us a few times via callers and super chats. The not functioning use of your arm hasn't. I don't think Mihawk is having any of that issue, but we don't know if he's ever actually blackened the blade himself. So I guess I can't use Mihawk as that. I'm trying to think of I don't think Ryuma, but he was gone.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
That's another at the end.
We got another, but thank you so much. We got another 5 from Mean Joe Green. Orochimaru is the only answer for gender swapping from last week's question. Hashtag logical law, hashtag query law, hashtag limbo lino, hashtag simp sympathy seb, hashtag top that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you do not want Orochimaru as a chick. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that right now.
Oh man,
That's probably the most toxic woman you could ever have in your life, bro.
we got
You
another-
might wake up like in a tube. But anyway,
just know.
yeah.
Another 5 from Third Leg
That
Grizz.
net game crazy though. All right, my bad.
It says, who y'all got in a race? Usopp or Usain Bolt? Hashtag BBC. Hashtag Nika's run fast. Hashtag time to get topped. Be careful. Careful. Another 5 from Fatty G's. It says, y'all make Mondays lit. Hashtag TOPT. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Another 5 from Knickers. It says, not gonna lie, when Koby said he gonna stop Luffy dream, I got bricked up. Am I the only one? I hope so.
Seek help. Seek help, bro. Seek help, bro.
Okay. Another 1 from Bird Real. That is their first super chat.
Thank you,
But no
Bird.
actual chat
Say
attached.
something next time.
Let us know your thoughts. Another 5 from King Raheem. It says, yes, the bald kid, LMAO. I was listening to Bink Sake, and my little brother brought it up. If you can just take a listen, you will hear the comparisons. I'm going to check it out. I'm trying to remember how long ago Caillou came out. Another 2 from Grave Shift. It says, how are you feeling about this crazy pacing on Oda's part? And that's Grave's first super chat, so thank you.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say Vegapunk's speech ran a little longer than it needed to, but overall the pace has been great. Yeah. Another 5 from Knickers. And Mihawk slam Shanks, cry about it, Larry. Hashtag free Dofi.
I mean, did you read this chapter or not? Because I don't.
Wait, what did he say?
That Mihawk slams Shanks. Another 5 from Alex Santebella. It says, or Santebella. I can't tell. It says, everyone always talks about the comedy in the pre-time skip, but if you could bring one element from post-time skip to the pre-time skip, what would it be?
Straw Hats being together.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I don't have anything complicated.
Honestly, the deaths. People be dying
Yeah.
more now.
I would say the more visualization of hockey.
Right.
That was mine.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Kirby. It says, kinda Mickey, but I want Kaido to come back humbled. Hashtag Uncle's tripping. Hashtag Garp top 5. Hashtag it's time for some top. Hashtag BBC hitting today. 100.
Who wants a humbled Kaido back?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what?
Nobody
What
wants
would that do
Yeah. What's
for
going
the
on?
story?
Nah, I want him even more fiery. Like, all right, let's go. Joe Boy's here.
Even
Like,
more perfect.
Another 10 from Project Iceman. It says, hey guys, know I'm a bit too early for this, but I recall asking if you guys thought if Haki could be a power source in a previous episode when Vegapunk was talking to Frankie about power sources, if I remember correctly. We will get into that.
Yeah. There's another theory that I brought up before.
Yeah. We got another Nakama that joined as a warlord. So Zach
Thank
Blue.
you, Zach Blue. Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
dog.
Enjoy all the emojis
Thank
that come
you.
with being
5 more minutes of super chats, guys, and then we're gonna get into the chapter.
Warlord.
Don't go anywhere.
Another 2 from Kirby. It says better use of power scaling, manga or anime. Oh man. Oh man.
I would say manga for right now.
Yeah, because anime they be adding stuff.
There's a lot of liberties.
Yeah, and liberties be taken. So,
But there are some times where you need some clarification because the manga depends too much on your imagination.
Yeah.
So I would just say manga for now.
No
Right.
comment. Another 5 from Shannon. Will Luffy's Devil Fruit become an obstacle he has to overcome on the way to Lafto? Devil Fruit users get sick when they're in range of the island, right?
Another theory. Don't know about the island
yeah.
aspect. We've mentioned Luffy's Devil Fruit being a bit of trouble. He might have to overcome eventually.
I thought that was just a shout out to Usopp with Buggy. How Usopp says that.
One Piece fans, bro. They gonna take an inch and take a mile, run a mile with it.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not like it's
An inch can make a
impossible.
difference, bro.
Another 10 from Roy Stokes. It says, looking forward to the pod with the best crew, TOPT on top. Hashtag Larry the GOAT. Hashtag Larry's future site. This is the episode for it. I think you shouted these 2 out already.
Yes.
We got another 2 from
But I think
Berg
Roy again sent another 5
Yeah.
Thank
gifted
you,
memberships.
Roy.
If you
Thank
guys
you.
received another 5 gifted memberships from one of the people in the chat, say thank you. Throw up the knock 'em a fist.
We got another 2 from Bird Real. It says, do y'all think y'all are ready for Emu?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Emu not ready for me.
I'm more ready for emo than I am for the man with flames or whoever that guy was last chapter in the panel silhouetted.
Another 2 from Superman 4.0. It says, did Garp skywalk and make the ship fly too? I think he just kind of punched and
No,
created
he just punched it and just landed back on the ship. And it didn't-
Yeah. Another 5 from Digital Kev. It says, can strong enough Haki stop Blackbeard's Black Vortex from negating someone's Dark Fruit ability? Hashtag Garp should have saved Ace. Hashtag topped off.
I think
Haki
so.
can do anything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, another 5 from Franco Cervantes. It says, the Devil Fruit shirt that Larry was rocking last week would look sick AF in a bomber jacket. Y'all have good, comfy merch, by the way.
Oh, thank you for
Thank
copping
you.
the merch.
Appreciate
Also, I'm not going to say anything, but we'll see about putting that on shirts.
Okay. Another 2 from Young Lou.
We got 2 more minutes of super chats, guys.
Kuzan freezing just Habari is mad petty. She was yapping, bro. Another 2 from Soga God. It's good to see y'all back. Hashtag last week was tragic. Hashtag missed you. We missed you.
What do you mean tragic? Last week was amazing.
They probably missed
But
you.
also, thank you.
specifically.
Yeah, don't-
Another 2 from Kirby. It says, didn't hear her, and Koby just shaved to the ship. Why didn't her and Koby just shave to the ship?
I don't know why Koby wasn't shaving at all.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of confused.
Plot-induced stupidity.
Yeah, that chain and wrecking ball could not be that heavy,
Heavy
bro.
as-
It could not have been that heavy. I don't care what anybody says.
Another 5 from Bleak Corner. It
Especially
says,
what he does.
Dude, if you look
You
at
know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
you want to
what?
know how it doesn't make sense? This dude waited, because remember where Garp threw the punch? Where he was. Last minute, he jumped out the way. The weight of the armor wasn't stopping him then.
No, that also could have been the blast itself. Like,
Listen,
the blast
bro.
could have flew
Or you think he
Kobe up.
like...
Yeah, that's possible too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Bleak Corner. It says, who would be your NBA starting 5 if you could use One Piece characters? Hashtag lost like Zoro.
This is probably Sub's question.
Kaido at the power forward. Oars at the center. Luffy at the point guard. I need a shooter. Usopp at the shooting guard. Yeah, I said it.
And small forward.
Small forward. I need a big guy. Kuma.
Yeah.
Another
How you
5-month
not
membership to Yako status from Alex Vargas. It says, hey, Larry Bear, Sebi Webby, Lawdy Dilf, and Leonel. Thank you guys for being yourselves and for giving us such entertainment on a weekly basis that inspires many, including myself, to strive for our dreams.
I'm glad he just said
Thank
my
you.
name normal.
He did not.
Yeah.
It's Lyeno.
But he just said my name. He said all this weird stuff with you guys.
It's like Tylenol. Another 5-month membership
Yo,
member
last
status
one. No.
from Mama Kid.
Yeah.
It says, what's your guys' favorite episode of all time of the anime? For me personally, it's either Luffy versus Usopp or the Straw Hats get separated.
Favorite episode? I don't know. I don't got one.
Favorite episode is definitely Sabaody Archipelago when Luffy's screaming out the Nami and Nami's like asking for him to save her.
Yeah,
from Kuma.
Sapporo, yeah.
Yeah, that was the craziest episode ever.
It was
Lionel?
like that.
I gotta come back to him. Like, I think
We ain't
All
got
right,
time.
we ain't got enough time. All right, guys, we are going to jump right into the One Piece chapter. If you guys are not caught up, please, skip past this and come back later to
What
the
you
pod.
doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing? But like the video if you haven't already. All right, Marv, I'll tell you when to put on the picture. All right, so let's jump right into it, guys. Seb's bro is the real big dilf.
Why'd you read it out loud?
Oh, my bad. All right, guys, we have the reader request. Today's chapter is titled... before I do it, let's get into the chapter. Today's chapter is titled Time is Right. We do not have a cover story, but we do have a reader request. The caption at the bottom reads, redraw the artwork of Smoker, a boy from Aichi Prefecture, submitted 22 years ago. Marv, can you put up that picture for me now? Oda takes the request and draws the Smoker from that boy's fan art with some words in the smoke coming from Smoker. What are your thoughts on the reader request this week, gents? And we'll start with Seb.
All right, so I am not completely caught up with My Hero. I'm like season 3 or 4, I don't even remember. I thought this was sick by Oda. I thought this is super dope, and like it tells you so many different stories in one. One, that he was inspiring mangaka that were able to make their imprint on the community and on the culture 22 years ago, and he's still going strong. Like this man was inspired, drew this, created his story, and is now, I believe, My Hero was ended.
Yeah.
And this is why he's paying tribute to it. Like 22 years just runtime, and like he's still like at the top of the game. Like it's kind of crazy. It's like LeBron times 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope, and I honestly felt bad on one level though, because he loved Smoker so much to draw this 22 years ago, and Smoker has been so crapped on in this anime since then. And it's like, dang, Oda, this is the coolest Smoker's look in a decade on this random cover page that you decided to dedicate to this man. But shout out to Horikoshi. Horikoshi. I haven't finished My Hero. I do plan on finishing it. I do enjoy it. I gotta watch. I haven't read. I probably won't ever read it.
Well, yeah.
I'm more of a for the new gen. I'm more of an anime guy than I am a manga guy. So I will finish. This has inspired me to start to actually get into finishing some of at least My Hero.
Yeah.
And I've been spoiled a little bit. So, but yeah, I don't have much else. But shout out to My Hero.
All right, Lionel.
I actually don't have much. I didn't know any of this. Honestly, I didn't. So it looks cool and it looks dope, but I read My Hero though. I just stopped because I'm trying to watch one of the newest movies, because I know one of the newest movies kind of references where I'm at in the manga. So I stopped it so I could watch the movie and then go back to the manga.
Yeah.
But no, this looks pretty dope. It's cool, and thanks for Oda always. Oda always pays tribute to his people. So
Yeah.
I noticed that. So that's Oda's always cool.
All right, Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't really have much either. I did hear that it was the person who created My Hero drew this first and he was recreating it. I didn't finish My Hero yet. I'm still far behind back. I caught up with the anime. I haven't read the manga, not one chapter yet. I caught up in the anime like a year or so ago, then stopped and haven't watched since. But I plan to. And but I always appreciate how Oda, what I noticed, he's very in the the other mangaka community. Like he has friends there, and they respect him, and so he always puts them on or shows a respect to them, or does something like that in their behalf. And so I thought that was cool. It shows that Oda is trying to do this in a way, not together, but sort of together. Like he'll bring his people on or people he knows on, showing them respect to give them some type of shout out. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I thought it would be a good idea to put this on screen because it doesn't necessarily do any copyright issues, but it was for you guys to see too, because I didn't think that you were going to know that was the picture that was made. So I was like, let me put that together, and also for the people at home, just because they can't really see it either. But my take on it, for those who do not know, this cover request was fan art from a little boy by the name of 𝙏𝙗𝙪𝙢. I think it's 𝙏𝙗𝙪.
Isn't
𝙏𝙗𝙪.
Koby just like, doesn't that mean like student?
I have no idea. Kohi? Maybe. I don't know how to say his name, but he's the little boy from Aichi Prefecture. Horikoshi drew this when he was 15, which was 22 years ago. Horikoshi is also the creator of My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia just ended its 10-year run, which started on July 7th, 2014. Oda and Horikoshi are long-standing friends because Oda friend requested him on Pokemon Go in 2019.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's so random.
Since then, they have played the game together and have gone on walks. Oda even wrote in his notes for this chapter that it looks like Horikoshi can now play Pokemon Go as much as he wants. Oda congratulated him on wrapping up My Hero Academia as well. So they're pretty good friends, which brings us to this cover request. Oda recreated Horikoshi's... My bad. What is it? He recreated Horikoshi's, I hate this guy's name, Horikoshi's fan art of Smoker. As you can see, the smoke says Hero Aka, and then it cuts off. The Aka stood for Academia. Oda did a tribute to Horikoshi's amazing series. This isn't the first time Oda has included a tribute to other mangaka as well. He did it to Kishimoto in One Piece chapter 766. After Naruto ended, Oda drew Luffy eating ramen with a familiar ninja that was hidden by Nami wearing the Konoha dress. And then also he put the Konoha symbol where the 1 in One Piece is, like these O in One Piece is. So listen, man, it's good to see that like even competition could breed like beautiful friendships.
Yo, so you're telling me Oda reached out to him to play Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting that like DM? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been reading One Piece this whole time. I'm in the manga world.
Yeah, the manga
and like
world.
Oda just hits me up like, "Are you trying to play Pokemon Go, bro?" I heard they got a rare like Charmander.
Yeah.
Like, in your, like by your crib. Like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
that's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
But not when he was 15, though.
Not when
Either,
it was in
either way,
2019.
it's like
Yeah.
that's if they didn't have a relationship before that,
Okay.
it's like I clearly was a fan of your work, and like
Yeah, yeah.
out of nowhere, like you just reached out to me because of that.
Yeah.
Like, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I do want to speak on My Hero Academia for a second. Marv, you could take off that picture now if you want. I've been an on and off reader / watcher. I've enjoyed the series as a whole. I can't say that I'm disappointed by the end of the series. I got out of it what was expected. I never expected Deku to always have all for one or one for all or whatever it is, right? Like either or, his enemy or him. Like that was just a power that was just way too crazy. So it is what it is, right? Deku has always been more of like an analyst in everyday life, and it's what made his character flourish with interest. I do think that what happened afterwards was done better than Naruto, and their happenings afterwards, like it shows a little bit after that, which is nice. Deku not ending up apparently with the chick that we were all thinking that he might end up with, that's not confirmed either, because she's like wearing his face mask at the end of the day, and a lot of people are disappointed that he's not with her. I don't think that's true, right? So
Is that what they're disappointed about, or is it that he's not with Bakugo?
I don't know. Do I believe the series is done?
Yeah.
I say yes. Do I believe that Horikoshi can pick it up and continue the series? Absolutely. Will whatever be next? Will whatever is next be as good as My Hero Academia? I think that is yet to be seen. I think we owe it to ourselves to appreciate that people can entertain us for 10 years, straight with just their imagination. I think sometimes like we get too caught up on like being extremist for anime and manga that you don't realize like these are just people that just came out with like ideas and got their ideas published, and they worked really hard on this. So like Do I think that My Hero is like top 5 all time? No. But do I think I enjoyed it? Absolutely. I think if you didn't enjoy My Hero, it's just a standard for yourself, like what you enjoy out of manga. And this just wasn't it. But this was genuinely a fun ride. Like, I had fun. I think the only time I didn't have fun was like during that one season that was building up with Eri-chan, the girl with the horn.
The one I'm on.
Yeah. It was like the last 3 episodes were really dope for me. The rest of those episodes, the beginning, I was bored as hell. But I think the ride was just fun. I think the ideas were fun. And I think we're seeing some of those ideas in One Piece as well.
Yeah.
So I can't say like My Hero was that bad or the ending was that bad. I think it's just because you thought My Hero was that great and had that much potential that it should have ended a certain way.
Yeah.
And I think you just need to say thank you to Horikoshi. So don't be so hard, guys. You guys are too extreme.
My Hero Shippuden dropping soon.
Hopefully. All right. Let's do 5 minutes of super chat, and then we're gonna go right back into the chapter. Only 5 minutes though. We're not spending a lot of time on super chats. We'll spend a lot of the time after we're done with the chapter.
All right, another 5 from Alex Vargas. It says, Joy Boy gotta have top 5 auras in OP. Got emu tweaking. He remembered how GB clapped Lily's cheeks. Word is bond. Jesus, bro. Another 15 Australian from J313. I don't know how to say that. G'day, topped. Love the pod. So cool to catch alive, and wanted y'all's opinion on this one. The Roger flashbacks and seeing him do stuff ruined the mythic mythic legend of the Pirate King for me. Hashtag I love getting topped. I disagree personally. I loved everything I saw from Roger. From Roger's
same.
laughing to Divine Departure, to him just casually saying, "Hey, I need to bring Garp and Sengoku." Like, I really enjoyed also what Roger did personally.
Yeah, we didn't get enough, and we barely even got like a fringe of his strength. You know what I'm saying? We got like a very little bit of it. We mostly got his personality, you know, and his personality to me was dope.
Yeah, I just wish he still had the littler mustache. Another 10 from Craven More Money. It says, more M's. Hey guys, I am showing love from the Spotify gang. Do you guys think that Garp, Roger, and Rox destroyed God Valley if these level of punches being thrown? Hashtag Spotify gang. Not just them, bro. Big Mom was there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know I talk crap about Big Mom, but that was like prime her. Garling was there. Kaido was there. I don't know if they destroyed it, though. I think another thing happened to make it go away, personally.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Derek Peters. It says, what is your guys' favorite transformations in anime? Not from One Piece only. I personally just fell in love with Gear 4 and 5 when I first saw them.
My personal favorite is Super Saiyan 3. When I first watched it, it was the first time I was seeing like transformations. And I started watching Dragon Ball Z as soon as Trunks and Goten started training. And that was the first time I ever seen Dragon Ball in general. And I used to come home and I remember Goku was just going crazy. And I was saying to myself, this is probably the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be shocked at my answer. But Lee going Gates for the first time. Not even playing. Loved it. And I don't know if that really counts as a transformation per se.
It is.
But like, I absolutely loved it. He was wrecking Garsh, bro. I loved it. And maybe it's not the transformation itself, but like the
way it just...
Yeah,
it was dope.
yeah.
Twins?
I actually have one. One of them, it's not really a transformation, kind of, but it's just a fallback. When Yu Yu Hakusho, when Ryzen took over Yusuke's body.
That's a transformation.
Yeah.
That one, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of this manga, Kaiju number 8.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his transformation.
It's tough. I love Kaiju number 8.
Yo, yeah, it's really
but
good.
it's early.
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, that's how they want to say it. That's how we went with Yu Yu Hakusho first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys kind of named 2 of the ones I would have picked, like Super Saiyan 3 and the Yu Yu Hakusho one. So I would just name 2 that I've also liked. One was, I liked Super Saiyan 4, that transformation. And yeah, I liked it.
I kind of liked it too.
And, dang it, maybe it was the other one. Stop. Oh yeah, and Ichigo's from Bleach.
Bro, I didn't say
Which one?
Super Saiyan 1.
He has like 14.
So this one, his one was like the later,
Yes, Bankai. He has
the later
the
one.
hollow one.
Remember the one that you were reading and you're actually like, I don't know if you remember this. You're reading it and then they showed Ichigo's transformation. You're like, Ichigo actually looks cool. And then the next panel, he just goes, thanks. Right? And remember that one?
No, you mean when he turned into the full hollow?
No, this is when he was he transferred when he's training to fight Aizen.
Oh, you mean when he came back with the final gets
Yeah.
That was a hard transformation.
That
Bro.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was hard, bro. Are you talking about when he's just like he's all black?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
His sword was like infused with his hand.
the band.
I forgot what it's
Even I
called.
remember
Yeah,
that.
that was dope. Yeah,
That
it
was tough.
I gotta say these two because
Yeah.
we'll go to the chapter after this. Super Saiyan 1. I thought one of y'all were gonna say it, which is why I didn't say it.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. That is the most overhyped
Yeah,
transformation of all time.
You're crazy,
bro.
you're
All
crazy,
time.
you're crazy,
Yo,
you're crazy,
so,
you're
yo,
crazy, you're crazy, you're
Gohan,
crazy, you're
Gohan
crazy.
Super Saiyan 2 is
Oh
way
my
better
God.
than that, and Goku
yeah.
Super Saiyan 3 is by far better than that because of the way he transforms into it.
Listen.
I do agree with that, I do.
Again,
A little bit.
y'all know me. I hate rage as a power up. That's the only time I've ever enjoyed it, ever in life. Super Saiyan 1. And obviously, Gear 2. Iconic. I absolutely
Gear
love it.
2 is cool, but like
It's amazing.
it's not up
It's
there.
amazing.
For me.
It pays homage to Kaioken. I loved it.
I don't care about homages, bro. I care about
I
how
love
great it looks
I
to
do.
me.
Yeah, listen. It
How
was
much of a
epic.
banger.
It was epic. It was Rock Lee all over again for me.
Actually, I should say, I like Luffy's Snake Man transformation. I thought that was actually dope. That's actually one of my favorite
It's
ones.
not better than the ones we called out, Lionel.
I
It's
know, that's what I
That's
didn't
his
say.
opinion, bro.
But that's what I didn't say.
No, I'm knocking it down.
You talk. Lawrence says Super Saiyan 4, bro.
No, well, transforming into Super Saiyan 4 wasn't that great, but the form itself is fire.
Wait, are we-
And I think that's what Lawrence was talking about. He was just saying how cool it looked.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 4 is a dope look. It's probably the best transformation, looking wise.
Majin Vegeta.
That's not.
Somebody drew an M on his forehead.
Yes,
And you're like, damn, yo, this was
It
crazy.
was sick, though.
No, you like how evil he was.
Yeah, bro.
He called
Can
like
we go
Goku a clown.
Kid Buu? No, that count? That count, right?
We're done, bro.
No?
We're done. Anyway, guys, we're going back to the chapter. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. All right. We will get back to your super chats. Do not worry about it. We will read them. This week's chapter opens up with Dr. Vegapunk still being broadcast to the world after he states the fate of the world rests in the hands of the one who finds the One Piece. We see various reactions from around the world of people being scared that a pirate will rule the world. Vegapunk not realizing what he's saying, the fear of the world sinking once again, the One Piece being confirmed to exist for the third time, and prisoners loving the fact that the world government's days are numbered. Certain officials are upset that others are letting this message be heard, but they have no control over who hears it or not. We see Vice Admirals in disbelief about the message too. Vice Admiral Stainless is frustrated. We then see Koby and Hibari. Koby, still bandaged up from his battle with the Blackbeard pirates, happens to remember Luffy's dream. Koby says he has to stop Luffy's dream from being realized. We head to Buggy yelling at his crew about them being idiots for saying he wants the world to be his. But then he tells them he wants the world to be theirs instead. Buggy's crew can't believe the kind gesture and say they'll follow him to wherever he leads them. Behind Buggy sits Crocodile Mihawk. Crocodile orders him to sit down, and Buggy replies, "Yes, sir." We then go to the Blackbeard pirates. Katarina Devon is on the Den Bushi with Blackbeard. She wants to know what he intends to do with Katabu. Katabu begs Blackbeard that the information he promises, is worth it. So, Blackbeard tells Katarina and Van to bring Katabu to him. If this information doesn't blow him away, then they'll blow Katabu away. What did you guys think of the beginning of this chapter? And we'll start with Lionel.
I thought it was pretty cool. I don't really have that much here. I'm just gonna probably skip down. I was able to ask because I know they I'm putting down Empo down like in because we didn't know if the jailers are able to hear it. We know that Doflamingo kind of heard it, and we thought it was a favor towards for whatever reason why. I'm not gonna say her name because y'all gonna say something. Like was letting Dolphy hear it, and and his response. But now we're hearing not just Dolphy, all the jailers are hearing it. So it's like showing that more people, like everybody around the world, is actually hearing this podcast one way or another. And I don't know if these jailers are significant because we know there's level 6, and that's where the ones who are, I want to, lack of a better word, to not be mean, but like the ones who kind of like are who make more of an impact in the world. Level 6, like so. But again, the way they look, I don't think so. But I thought like it also makes me think again. All right, where's those level 6 prisoners that skate people down, and what are they doing? Like, because that's actually one of the few people we didn't get any news or any updates on them at all. And now we're hearing this. What is their take? You're showing jailers, okay, but what about the level 6 prisoners that left, that put down? What is their view on this? So that I'm still waiting for that. I don't know, because like I thought it was kind of interesting that they brought them up, and the only time they made reference to them was one in _Dressrosa when that bounty says, "I know where some of them are." So like, are they going to play a factor in the One Piece world, or is it too late? I don't know. Like, I thought it actually would be interesting if they just had pretty much them actually the level 6 prisoners join Cross Guild. Buggy's crew add into the army, and then like Sebastian's thing, fight the Marines, and like get into what Sebastian's saying, Smoker fighting Crocodile and all that stuff. Like I thought that in a way kind of made sense to me, but I don't know if we're gonna see that. I don't know if we're gonna get that, but that's made me think of that. One thing I did like actually is everybody's reaction. We don't know everybody's viewpoint, and that's what I think is so big, because like if you think of what Roger did, it just focused on pirates. What he said, One Piece is out there, it's real, it affected whole bunch of pirates. He made a great pirate era. The White League does the same thing, increasing that, increasing that drive for One Piece. What Vega did, though, not just affects pirates, it's affecting everybody in the world. Now, people who didn't really thought about going after One Piece might have a thought now going after One Piece, and we see that with Koby. Koby showed before that whether we know that he was Luffy's enemy, but it was a friend enemy, and it seemed like low-key he was like rooting for Luffy at one point. Like he never showed that he wanted to be an admiral, but he never showed that he's really trying to get in Luffy's way at all to achieving his dream. This is the first time, and you see the determination in Koby's face. Whether if he's actually going to do anything, that's the one thing. But Koby's view on, again, hearing what Vegapunk's message, can change his view on the One Piece. That your friend Luffy, you're kind of rooting for, now you're saying, no, your view is, I'm going to stop you from doing it. And actually, I love that. I love that Oda added that. I love Koby's different view on it, because it just adds depth more to Koby's character. Granted, we don't know what Koby thinks of this now. We just know that from what I'm hearing and knowing a little bit from Luffy, I can't have that happen. Whether he wants to fight it himself or he's trying to stop other people from getting it, because he focused on Luffy, but there's other people wanting to get One Piece. Why'd you focus on Luffy here? You could have said, I'm not going to let anybody get One Piece. But you focus on Luffy, unless you believe that wholeheartedly, Luffy's the only one that you know is going to go after it. Now, because you're thinking, all right, Shanks is out here. All right, Blackbeard's out here. What about, you're not thinking of other people like the world government. You focus on Luffy. So I'm thinking maybe he truly, and also adds to how you view Luffy. You really believe that Luffy's going to achieve his goal of becoming the Pirate King and fighting One Piece. And you think that Luffy's the only one who's going to do it. He said, in a way, says that he has the one that has to stop him. It's just adding more enemies also to the Straw Hats, which is one that we didn't expect. Like, we didn't expect. So hopefully Koby does get stronger, but I don't think he's going to be Gear 5th stronger or, up to that level until we see something. But, that's too much of a gap to cross over or pretty much get to that Koby's going to do anything. But, I just like that determination, that viewpoint, it changed. And we didn't get anybody else's viewpoint on it, but I thought that was pretty dope and I liked it. I just thought it was funny with the whole. I don't really care that much with the whole Cross-Guild Buggy's reaction. I'm actually debating. Again, it's most likely Blackbeard he would want it, but did anybody ever think that Blackbeard actually doesn't care about the ancient weapons? Like he actually doesn't care, and he might take out Karibo? I know. I guess I know it sounds ridiculous, but because we're all thinking that he's gonna do it.
Bad take, Lionel.
Yeah, it could be
bad take, Lionel.
But that could throw us already off. I don't care about that.
That wouldn't be a good throw off, Lionel.
Yeah,
no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
I'm just saying we are expecting it, but it'd be a twist that Blackbeard says, "No, I don't want that. I want someone else."
A twist for the sake of twisting is stupid.
No, but the thing is, Blackbeard has an agenda for a reason. What if that?
That can help his agenda.
Yeah. No, most likely.
Tenfold.
Most likely, but that's according to Blackbeard. We're saying that's good. What's Blackbeard's true agenda?
Bro, why set this up at all if you're not gonna stick the landing?
Lionel.
Just for the
I don't know, man.
Hey, you good?
Yeah.
Seb.
Lionel actually said a lot of what I was gonna say until he started fumbling at the end about the Koby thing and him being a fan of Luffy and how it's different that Vegapunk same way Roger and Whitebeard gave their speeches, legendary figures from the past giving their speeches to people now and changing their perspective, changing how they're moving. I do want to say one thing, and it came up in our Discord a little bit, is that Koby really has seemed to take the mantle from what Smoker was supposed to be for Luffy in the story. And that hurts me a little bit. Especially with Smoker being on the cover of this chapter. Because y'all know, I'm a Smoker guy. I've always been a fan of Smoker.
I like Smoker.
And, like, he witnessed Roger's speech. You know? Like, Koby wasn't alive when that happened. He witnessed Roger's speech, and it impacted him in some way to want to stop pirates from running the seas. And, like, he has gotten no character focus in regards to this speech. He was traveling a couple chapters back, whatever, basically just hearing it on his boombox. You know what I mean? Like, he like, this has done nothing for to change his perspective. But for Koby, like Lano's point, he had this view of Luffy like, oh, we can both achieve our dreams together. Or separate, but together at the same time. Now it's, no, I have to have this focus and change and drive to actively prevent you from achieving your dream. And I do like that as a development for Koby's storyline. To Lana's point, he ain't gonna be able to do that. He just not. Koby's one of the least auraless people. Like, he ain't got no aura, bro. I'm sorry. Like, Buggy little speech here had more aura than even Koby's refocused, oh, I have to stop Luffy, to me. Anyway, further evaluation of Cross Guild, and again, bro, he not in charge. Like, he calling these dudes sir. Like, you know, he just not, man. He's not. But I did like that. Yeah, they play it up. It's funny to me. It's still funny until it's not funny. The little gag. Buggy has a way with words, and he knows how to talk, and he can get them every time. The Caribou, however you say his name, thing with Blackbeard. I thought it was very, very interesting for reasons I didn't think I would. But it's mostly because I saw a Parvision video. So I'll have to tell you about that later. But just in general, like, I view this moment differently because I saw Par's video. And he has a crazy theory that Caribou isn't a person, but he's one of Gross's, like, golems.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yo,
I'm good.
I'm in it, bro. I'm tight.
I gotta stop with these ridiculous theories.
Listen, bro. Y'all know me. All it takes is a little bit, and I'm a bite on the One Piece madness. I be swept, bro. Yo, I be swept up. But I'm with it. I do like that.
Gross had that type of capability just to, like.
Yo, listen, bro.
Okay.
Check it out. Anyway.
So you're saying that this person that's in Sword, that is in competition
look what he's trying to do.
He's in competition with Koby, and he made a golem that became a super rookie in the world of pirates, and has a Logia ability.
Yo.
Don't forget. Okay. Don't forget. He also has a brother.
Yeah.
He also has a brother.
Listen.
And all of a sudden, this dude is made from somebody that's in competition with Koby.
Yo,
that has an effect on the world.
I know it sounds great.
No.
I know it, dude.
So what's Gross's motive?
No, it's not that. Caribou shows that he has a mind of his own.
Hold on.
What's Gross's motive?
What is Caribou trying to do right now?
What is Gross's motive?
I'm trying to break it down for you.
What's Gross's motive?
To infiltrate the Blackbeard pirates.
How we know that?
Can I get there?
How we know that?
Listen, I'm gonna have to show you the video. Par, I follow you, bro. I do. I got you.
So you're saying that from literally the post time skip where Luffy arrives on Saba Odi, Prince Gross had moves.
Yeah.
Where it's before that.
Yeah. It's wild.
It's before the Blackbeard Pirates even were a name to be feared.
No. They've been a name since.
You do know that Caribou was starting to move right after Marineford.
Blackbeard was a name then. Blackbeard was already out here then.
So you're saying he didn't decide to go to Kaido and investigate them. He
That's
didn't decide to go
job.
to. Hold on.
That's
he
Drake's
didn't decide to go to Big Mom, right? He didn't decide to go to Shanks.
Big Mom's crew.
He said, "Yo, let me go to Blackbeard."
Yeah.
Okay.
The rookie Yako.
This theory is dumb.
Listen, man. Listen. There's elements to it that I like.
Sebastian, you need to, like, sometimes just get your feet on the ground.
Nah, bro. I'm flying away with this one.
I can tell.
I'm with it.
And this is why you be so wrong, bro.
Nah, bro. You
like,
listen,
literally
be so
wrong,
close-minded to what's possible.
I don't think it's closed-mindedness. I think it's just
Listen.
just the pure ridiculousness of it doesn't make sense.
And that's
Listen,
what
bro.
I'm saying with Sebastian, because Sebastian be saying to our audience, make it make sense.
Listen.
Right?
Yeah.
This one doesn't. I'm sorry.
Again, I
It
can't
doesn't.
explain it as well as Parr did.
A lot of things are not adding up, bro.
But there's elements here.
Sebastian is
There's
like
elements.
that one person that gets fooled by like the person that rules Germany back in the day to do horrible things because it makes sense.
Especially, you sound like you dudes that be following Buggy because
Yeah, like literally.
it makes
Yeah.
sense for him to be strong. He's got to be 𝐻𝐿𝐿 level.
Yo, he was part of Roger's crew.
Hey, man.
Gotta be there, bro.
Friends with
Who's
Shanks.
his boy? Shanks? Yo, gotta be.
He's
yo.
like Buggy is so strong in his hockey, he makes himself look weak.
Yo, he escaped from Impel Down? Yo, that's crazy, yo.
Yo, if
Crazy.
if Parr right, what y'all gonna do?
Damn, yo. He got the
I'm just saying. Listen.
he
it's
got
all
the
possible.
he got the strongest swordsman ever under his flag.
Yeah, I was saying.
There's no way this guy's not strong,
It's
yo.
all possible.
And they probably heckling it. And we saw Buggy and the world's strongest swordsman fight Emery Ford Ward, and Buggy didn't take it out, and now he's serving underneath him. Yo, goated. Like,
Yo,
that's
goated, bro.
They saying
Go
I
ahead.
would buy Usopp's toad oil in the chat.
Word.
Hey man, I'm willing to expand my mind, but I don't have much. It was cool to see some of the vice admirals that we know. I think that's stainless, right? And as far as the level 6 prisoners, I think they showed them once before, Lionel, reacting to them bringing up Roger because a lot of them got smoked out by Roger.
Okay.
In general, to get more to the point, because it wasn't really about Caribou. It's about Blackbeard and this plot development about him getting access to ancient weapons. Ironically enough, he has Katarina Devon here. It brought me back to the fact that Shirahoshi is one of the ancient weapons, and that what's her face? I forgot her name. Arlong's sister, Charlie.
Yeah.
Madam Charlie. She had the vision of Luffy destroying Fishman Island.
Yeah.
Is it possible that Katarina Devon came in contact with Luffy at some point, and that she takes over Luffy's face so they can gain favor at Fishman Island, and then they do some BS. And then obviously Wano. To me, it would be wild if Blackbeard was to get both ancient weapons. I don't envision that. That would be a little. I mean, I'm with it, but that'd be a little much. Either way, I'm curious to see where Blackbeard goes from here.
No, you just made me think of something. This is too wild, and I'm not trying to give people any ideas of the Blackbeard or whatever, but you see, just thought about it, right? And this goes into like what Vegapunk said, and also my theory about I talked about how he said that all the ancient weapons are man-made, right? Yet we have Shirahoshi. You know, she was born. You know, but it made me think of what Sebastian was saying, getting the ancient weapons for himself. What if Blackbeard's able to, the same way he's somehow extracting the fruits from people, extracting the ancient weapon power from Shirahoshi and giving it to one of his crew members? It's made me think of that. Yeah. Because he's able to take stuff from things. Like, what if he's able to do something wild like that? Because we don't know how he's taking away these abilities, but it just made me think for a second, you know? Because if inside a person, maybe he can extract it out. You know? What if he's able to take that from Shirahoshi? But it was just a quick thought I thought of. I didn't think about it too much.
We
It just seemed
store in
right now.
hockey now, so again, all things are possible.
Listen, bro. We out here saying Gruss is like
Gruss in the chapter.
Conjuro at
Gruss
this
in the
point.
chapter, bro.
So you know what, Lawrence, yours is more believable at this point. So anything's allowed.
All things is possible, bro.
Sure.
I was done.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you guys touched up. I don't want to drag the nail on it too much, but I want to bring out certain things because I think it matters into the whole scope of what Vegapunk did. You guys brought out how Roger said it and Whitebeard said it, right? But they just pointed to One Piece that it exists. Vegapunk did something different. He put to a need for everyone to go out to find this, and what it means for the entire world of the one who actually has the power to do something about it or actually attains it. That is going to affect the entire world and can shape the world, all that thing. Because that brings up, because like it goes into like Koby's response, and you would bring it up too that Koby's like to me I thought he's like a Luffy fanboy at this point, right?
Yeah.
And we could look at chapters or like chapter 903. Koby sees an article of Luffy, And legit starts going out in tears of joy, saying, "Oh, Luffy's so cool," and stuff like that, hyping Luffy up. He keeps going further and further. In another chapter, when he even convinces Drake, when Drake, gets caught as a spy on Wano, right? Says, "Trust Luffy. Luffy's different, right? There's a thing about Luffy. He draws people to him and all that stuff like that. If he's your friend, you're close to him. If you're enemy, you're far away from him." All this hype against Luffy, right? And he shows that he fully believes that Luffy's going to achieve this goal of the Pirate King, right? And he even shows a flashback here in the show about how Koby's view of the Pirate King beforehand. The wealth, pain, power, you got to achieve all that. You're going to go after One Piece, right? But now, it's different. Because the way Vegapunk broke it down and explained it, it changes what the Pirate King means. And Koby's understanding that, he's reflecting on it. It's not, you're just, king of the pirates. No, that's not it. It's not like, the pirates is one thing, the world, the government is one thing, and this thing. No, this affects everyone, So Koby's reflecting, and he goes, I can't leave this in Luffy's hands. Luffy shouldn't be the one to get it if this is what the Pirate King means. And that's where I saw the growth from Koby, right? He took out the favoritism or the viewpoint of how he views Luffy. He has great admiration for Luffy, all that stuff. But it's like, if it means this, Luffy shouldn't be the one to get it. I don't know if he means himself for it, but Koby's like, because Koby, like, even though he doesn't admit that he's a hero, he has this righteousness in him of how things should be. Anyway, you could say he has like a righteous indignation, or, lack of a better term, a good heart, right? And when he knows it was Luffy, he sees that Luffy doesn't fit the one that should have the One Piece, because it shapes or affects everybody,
I'm sorry, you saying that, honestly, I feel like now we might get a Hannibal type thing with Luffy again. We're referencing that with Koby. Koby doing that to Luffy now. It's different, because Hannibal, who's Hannibal? You don't know Hannibal. Now you have Koby doing
like
it to
Koby's at ref to like, Luffy, you can't do this.
Yeah, saying what you're doing can affect all this stuff.
Man, Koby, watch out.
I was thinking that, man.
But this what goes into, like, to me, what I think about the drive now, right? Because now this could affect it, which I'm hoping, right? Because to me, Koby was like, he's so far away from Luffy, like, as in strength-wise, you're not considering it. But this could help him grow. You just lost what we don't know yet, but in his mind, right? Because what we've seen, you just lost your teacher, your mentor, your in Garp, right? And now that person who's able to protect you and save you and going to make you stronger is gone. Yet now the fate of the world, everyone is pointing it towards you, the One Piece, right? It's kind of a rise in growth, as in, I have to. That fuel of your Haki, what we already seen was impressive, is already awakened in them. Now he could have fostered to actually become, eventually, with his growth rate, someone that could possibly even try to take on Luffy with this growth now. Because we always talked about, like, it's for conquerors too, but the main thing is, like, Haki itself grows under these conditions. Koby now recognizing the state of his goal in the world, that can help him grow into being a better Marine, a better warrior, to take on this goal of protecting it, what he wants, how he wants to shape the Marines. And to me, Vegapunk, I want to add into what Vegapunk goes into. Go to that one comment where he says the new objective of swords is. What I want to say is that now what Vegapunk did, right? He's saying how this, to me, affects the Marines, affects everyone, whereas I mentioned before about Dragon and the Revolutionaries. This puts an aim, like, what you guys may want to go to. The change you want to see, Dragon, is One Piece now. The power to do so is actually One Piece. So now, Poston, are you going to take it for yourself, or are you going to let your son do it? Because you think you need to change the world. You let Luffy, again, he said being a pirate is fine, because that's kind of outside of what you're trying to do, But now, the change you want to see is heavily involved with your son, because that's his goal. Dragon, do you go in now? Like, no, I can't leave it in my son's hands either. I have to do this. And now the chase for the world government. The world government, what you've been trying to hide for hundreds of years, is all basically out in the open for enough to, like, not the full truth, but enough to get people moving now, right? We're not just the pirates. This is where everyone's going to go after this, because everyone's going to want that power to change it. Now this moves up to, like, where we brought up Sword, or the Marines or someone. You guys have to, at this point, form a team to go after it yourselves. It doesn't make sense. You kind of have to, because now Vegapunk drew more people to this, where it's kind of out there, because it shows the dirt of what it takes on. It's the fate of the world, whereas in the world is being flooded, right? The power to possibly change or stop it is One Piece, right? The who holds the power to do certain things. Everything points now to One Piece. So what Vegapunk did to me is like more than what Roger and Whitebeard did, because what they did it just meant more like a romantic dream for pirates, right? But what Vegapunk did, he drew everyone the realness, the truth behind the mystery of the entire world that you guys do not know about. All lies. The truth behind it, the story behind it, the power behind it, the wealth behind it, the fame about it, everything is One Piece now. Now the whole world knows that. So now it changes everything for everyone of what they're going to do. Now, instead of just Luffy, who he has the number of pirates are going after it, everyone's going after it now. So I just think that for Koby changing that perspective and stepping up towards it, I think we could see an extra growth for Koby, or we could see it could affect even Fujitora and Smoker, your boy. Because now the stakes are different now. Stakes are higher. So that's also I wanted to address.
All right. First and foremost, I want to mention that Oda drew himself in the chapter.
Did he?
Yeah, 27 years ago, Oda drew 3 pirates representing Nobuhiro Watsuki and Hiroyuki Takai. Those 3 pirates reappear at the bottom of page 2 of this chapter. The first pirate with the mustache and helmet is Oda. The second pirate with the top hat is Nobuhiro Watsuki, the man who created Rurouni Kenshin. The third pirate with the large sword and his tongue sticking out is Hiroyuki Takei. I think it's Takei. The man who created the Shaman King. Both Takei and Oda were assistants to Watsuki during his Rurouni Kenshin run back in 1994. It is a weird choice by Oda to represent Watsuki
Ain't he on enlistment?
because of what he was arrested for, but I understand his heart and what Watsuki meant to him. Some people will say this highlights the lack of accountability on Oda's part, but his memories with Watsuki, I'm sure, are memories that he had value, innocence, and a large amount of respect for. The boys here, ended up doing something evil in their lives after the podcast. I don't think that'll ever change how much I love them or how much I appreciated this moment in our lives, right? So I can see why he still goes, Watsuki is like, at the end of the day, I respect him a lot.
You still listening to R. Kelly? You don't gotta answer, bro.
Yo, that dance was really good. Side to side, round and round, hit the ground. Also, shout out to Sandman on Twitter for bringing up this interesting fact. All right, so I don't have much to say about anything except for Koby. I wonder what Koby's thinking. Saying that he wants to stop Luffy's dream from being realized is simple and complicated. It's simple because Koby is Marine and Luffy's a pirate. It's his job to stop pirates, right? It's complicated because how much these two mean to each other. They've both known that they'd be enemies since Luffy first inspired Koby as a cabin boy to stand up for his dreams of becoming a Navy sailor, even if it meant losing his life in the process. Koby even hoped Luffy would become a great pirate in Chapter 3. Not only that, but Koby has shown since he released Zoro during Chapter 4 that he can't stand to see the Navy act improperly. But he knows that they do so anyway because of who controls them. Akainu was the greatest example of a Marine acting improperly by murking a lower-ranked officer during the Marineford War. Hence, why he's in Sword. He wants to be a proper sailor, just like Luffy wants to be the king of the pirates. Luffy is Koby's very first friend. Koby is arguably the same tier of Straw Hat as Vivi. Luffy stuck up for Koby even when Koby wouldn't stick up for himself. Koby even called Luffy, as he sent him off, Captain. So, as their relationship continued to blossom, Koby kept updating Luffy on how his dreams kept changing, right? First, he wanted to be a Navy sailor. And at Water 7, Koby proclaimed he wanted to become an admiral, even going as far as trying to tell Luffy that in order to follow in his footsteps, it's almost impossible because there's a new era coming. And the people who can guide that new age are gathering within the new world. The one who can master those oceans will become king of the pirates. I wonder if back then Koby was telling Luffy that anyone, even a Navy member, could guide that ocean and become the king of the pirates, regardless of where they come from. He said this during Water 7, right? So it points out to Oda as to why Oda put Koby in last chapter as one of these contestants for the One Piece. Now it's starting to make sense that Oda has literally been building up to this since Koby said that to Luffy at Water 7. But the question is, what does Koby do if it happens that he does stop Luffy from finding the One Piece? Now that he knows the evils of the world government, who controls the Marines, what will he do? Does he believe he can keep the One Piece from everyone and let the evils persist? Or does he believe Luffy's dream will destroy all stability and it's a greater evil than what he does? Does he have a plan? Because if not, this kind of reminds me of Dragon. Yes, you could take out the Celestial Dragons and the world government. But then what? What will it be replaced with? What will Koby do to change not only the Marines, because that's all he wants to do, but what are you going to do to change the people that control the Marines? Does he have enough power? Does he have enough likability? Are you willing to become to do anarchy? Because it's essentially, they're not going to be gone anytime soon. He doesn't even know who's in control. So it's like, okay, Koby, what are we going to do? Like, you stop Luffy's dream, cool. What else happens after that? That doesn't say anything to me. That's the complicatedness of it. And there is no right or wrong anymore. After Lawrence just said, there's a need now across the world. Nobody's right or wrong. It's all about survival. So what do you do? And that's really it, man. That's all I
Hate
gotta
on your
say.
friends, apparently.
You're a hater, bro. You're a hater. But let's say some super chats.
Okay.
Let's take 5 minutes for super chats, and then we're gonna go straight into the chapter again, and then we're gonna take super chats, and then go into the last question.
All right, we got 5 from Larry Lover. It says, this new chapter made a man cry. Joy Boy got a peg leg and an arm. I'm so hoping he's the eye patch man. Hashtag BBC, hashtag I love Larry. We will get into that a little later, but thank you. And another 5 from Larry Lover. It says, also, do another Hurley only stream. Top 5 stream of all time. As a Larry Lover, that's
Exactly what I would say. Yeah.
it's like
I sent that.
We got another 2 from Canadian from Field Marshal. It says, don't know what Akainu lost yet. He said he banged him. What? I don't understand the verbiage. Thank you. Another 6 euros from Zach Blue. It says, what do you guys think how the red line was made? And last question, do you guys think what do you guys think the One Piece is? Love beans. I'm nobody in the Discord. Oh, okay, cool. It's definitely not the friends we made on the way. It's Koby op. How do you think the red line was made?
I don't know.
Some
bro.
devil fruit, bro.
Yeah.
That's the simplest answer.
Yeah.
Some crazy devil fruit.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the One Piece is.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy that I don't have a real clue on what it is.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Another 2 from Red Shambles. It says, Larry D. Forsythe, top 1 future sight in the verse. Another 5 from Luis Lopez. It says, how is Koby going to stop Luffy when he can't even break some chains? I mean, if they were Sea Stone, I can't hold them.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Bruce Brilly. It says, do y'all think Luffy's Nico form is a full transformation or a hybrid form?
I mean, I'm going a little into what's ahead of the chapter, so it might leak to being a full form, but we'll wait and see.
I just think it's full form to me.
It's full form.
I just don't know yet. We got and that was Bruce's first super chat. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bruce.
We got another 2 from Kirby. It says Streets saying Koby has CTE. Hashtag you not that Nika. Oh man.
Thank you guys for all the super chats. Thank you. We're gonna read all of them, guarantee it.
Another 8-month membership to Nakama status from N8. It says, whose dream is more unlikely now, Koby or Tashigi?
It's still Tashigi.
I don't know. Another 10 from Rain. It says, Larry has W takes. Can't stay, gotta work, just had to pop in and gas up Larry. Shouts out to my Nika Rops? I don't know. Hashtag BB is a Dofi victim. Okay. Hashtag Rayleigh, not Ray Leaf.
I say what I want.
And that was Rain's first super chat. I love that you be getting
thank you,
mad love
Rain.
now, bro. I love that.
Yeah, because I'd be right.
Another Nakama joined the crew in McDonald's. Enjoy all the emojis that come with being a Nakama. Another 5 from Kaidan. It says, "What's up, guys? Do y'all think Zoro will get into a drinking competition with the guy from Blackbeard's crew with the drink fruit? Who wins? 1,
No.
Zoro would win. 2, they ain't never gonna have that kind of a peaceful moment with the Blackbeard Pirates. in my opinion.
It's not happening.
And then before we get back in, we got another 10 from Victor Haight. It says, "About to have surgery in a few, but like to know thoughts on Emu scene. I think we need a dubbing to see his emotions, anger, or fear text around Emu. Is the sound effect of a heartbeat or drums? Thoughts?" Well, 1, Victor, I hope whatever surgery you're about to have is extremely
bro.
successful. Hopefully it's like just elective and nothing serious going on.
Hopefully it's to take away inches. Because it's monstrous, you know?
What is wrong with this man?
Oh, man. We'll get into the Emu stuff a little later.
Yeah.
But
When you wake up. when you
Bruh.
when you wake up, we should be there.
But yeah, we'll get into the Emu stuff specifically a little later. But again, prayers up. Hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah, we hope everything goes well, man. We hope you're good. Seriously. Let's do 2 more.
Okay, we got another 5 from Stampact11. It says, "Who from the crew would be the best in the Tower of God?" I never actually read Tower of God.
I haven't either. I'm sorry.
And I hear great
But
things.
what I will say is just Luffy. That's why I'm gonna take a guess.
I'll say
Luffy.
from the crew, I'll say Zoro too.
Yeah.
Just guess.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Nerdtaku, our guy. It says, "This chapter plus episode got me activated with some theories. I gotta talk to y'all about these. I'm going to have to call up on a break week. #BBC, #TrollSeb. Well, Taku, we changed the call format to Discord, so it should be easier for you to get through. Just gotta wait in line. There's a couple people there already. But if y'all haven't already, please follow and subscribe Nerdtaku on YouTube. I think he was live a little earlier today. And on Instagram and on TikTok, the dude puts out dope content.
Yeah.
Bye.
Also, this has been sitting for a while, I know, but Skylance,
Yeah.
the $100 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so much,
Brody.
guys.
I appreciate you heavily. It says, "Hope you're all doing well. Been super busy, but just know, always have my support. #topped goats." Listen, thank you so much. That's a crazy donation. Every time we get something like that, it's crazier. It never ceases to amaze me that you guys treat us so well and give so much. And especially to everybody that's just been giving the whole episode. You know, bro. Thank you so much. You don't have to, but we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
And it gets put to good use. So thank you so, so much. But let's go back into this chapter. All right. Vegapunk continues his broadcast and says, "This is simply the truth. Joy Boy is..." And then St. Warkery ends up destroying a piece of the Iron Giant. In destroying that piece, St. Warkery also destroyed the transponder snail, sending everyone the transmission that it ended. Dory and Bragi call out to the Iron Giant. The Sunny, holding part of the crew, Straw Hats, are still falling. St. Ethan chases them off the Sky Island. Zoro prepares his blade. St. Ethan does the same. Usopp, Chopper, and Nami are terrified. The Iron Giant starts to stand back up and we hear it speak. "Sorry, Joy Boy." Luffy calls out to it. The Iron Giant says, "I wanted to apologize. Deep down, I knew that you couldn't still be alive." Luffy is confused and thinks the Iron Giant is confusing him for someone else. The Iron Giant continues, "But you look so much like him that it brings back the warm feelings I had that day. I'm sorry, Joy Boy. Sorry that I couldn't make you king." The Gorosei in their full Zorn forms come together to take out the Sunny, falling. The Iron Giant and the Giant Warrior Pirates in one swoop. Luffy replies to the Iron Giant, "King." The Iron Giant says back, "So what's your name?" Luffy says, "I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the man who will become king of the pirates." The Iron Giant says, "D?" Then it pulls its knob with a rope attached, and it has a knot. The knot comes apart, and the color of the Supreme King comes out of it. Luffy takes notice. Marines foam out the mouth and fall to the floor. The Iron Giant speaks. "Thank you for letting me hear that old familiar rhythm. Don't pass away, okay? I won't let you pass away. The Conqueror's Haki goes across the ocean, clouds, and everywhere all at once. What did you guys think of the middle of this chapter? And we'll start with Seb. Again, let's not try to dip too much into the end of the chapter because I think we should just say what you felt during this moment and then we'll move on.
All right. I thought this was all really dope to me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would, honestly, when I was reading it. I think one of the panels of them just coming in and trying to attack the Straw Hat ship, I thought that was cool. I really liked the visual of it. I always kind of like the seafaring stuff and how it looks when they're on the ocean. And then Emmett kind of breaks this down and talks to Luffy, saying, you know, I wanted to apologize. Obviously, you couldn't be Joy Boy. I like that because there was all this talk about, like, is Luffy a reincarnation? Is he this? Is he that? It's good to know that it's a separate person. It's a separate being that even Emmett, somebody who's there, is recognizing, you know, you're not him. You're him, but you're not him. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Luffy saying, are you confusing me for someone else? I thought that was funny as hell because... Who you talking to?
Who you talking to?
What are you talking about, bro? I thought it was funny. And then, like, in general, it says, I'm sorry that I couldn't make you king. I thought that was really interesting because apparently it was his dream to be some sort of king. Maybe the pirate king. Apparently he's the first pirate. King of what, exactly? What were you trying to be the king of back then, roughly 1,000 years ago? And Luffy's response to that specifically, right? And he asked him his name. I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the man who became king of pirates. Luffy's classic line. And then him hearing the D specifically, it seems, is what triggered him to actually go through with the usage of this weapon, of the stored Haki, of the stored whatever this is at the point and of this time. Well, yeah, Haki. So, two things. One, people pointed out that it was very similar to the Wadari thing. Yeah. Was that filler or not? Because people were saying it was
that's
filler.
real.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was real.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The only real part about it is that Nami took another knot and took away the hurricane that was on top of Weatherill.
Right.
That was filler.
Right.
But everything else before that
But
was
the,
real.
the existence of the not storing power thing is canon. And I was like, okay, that's some pretty dope like callbacks and foreshadowing for the ability to store power into something on this level, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not on this level.
We'll get into the end part. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's more of a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fire. One of the panels were dope, and it's just like the Haki looked crazy, right? Like where it's spreading out to.
Yeah.
Because Egghead it's not a huge island, but it's
big.
pretty big.
Yeah, it's big.
And like we got giants and all this stuff here, and it's like ranging well into the distance.
Crazy. Loco.
And it's knocking out basically everybody. Shout out to Doll in child form.
Still staying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out to this other dude. I forgot his name already.
Pomsky.
Is that
Yeah,
it? Okay.
Pomsky.
Still standing. Basically everybody else who's not by Samurai level or higher was getting KO'd out here. So I was like, dang, this is kind of wild. Did you get to this part?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
I just got to the part where it goes to the oceans. That's what I'm saying. I had to separate it. It would have been me talking forever.
Yeah. I'm really curious as to why the D specifically was why he committed to doing it in that moment. Because obviously him and Luffy haven't had any sort of interaction really.
Yeah.
It's really just, he reminds me of Joy Boy.
You remind me of that girl.
It's like he reminds me of this. He's fighting for something.
Constant.
He's fighting against these people that I have beef with. And then it's like Luffy hasn't done much for Emmett to really believe
You ain't
in.
doing nothing.
But he was like, you're a D. It's got to be you. Like, I'm willing to do this for you. I mess with that. But that just means that there's some there's got to be a crazy story about that name, that middle initial. That's to be told.
This is like you with the growth theory.
This is One
just
Piece,
started
bro.
crashing
Yo,
out.
it's One Piece, bro.
Yeah. Emmett literally is like, I'm crashing out.
I'm crashing out. That's it. As far as Vegapunk's speech, do y'all think it's over?
I hope so.
I kind of hope so. It kind of ended with a little bit of a whimper.
I never thought I'd be like, just stop talking.
Just
right?
yapping, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little sad if it is, just because my theory was wrong about him revealing the name of the ancient kingdom. But that's it for me.
All right. Law?
Yeah. Honestly, so I know we always talk about like big up what.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I don't know. Never mind. Yeah, just go.
Yeah. So we get the ending of Vegapunk's speech or whatever final message, right? But what I was able to do, I was able to like I guess find the entire speech and I guess like in one shot. Cause you know how we're reading it and broken up, different chapter stuff going on, right? So I was able to put together in one shot and read it from the beginning till end.
Who did that?
Huh?
You did that?
I found it and then
okay.
I put it together, yeah.
Yeah.
And I put the pieces together. But honestly, reading it that way is so much better than reading it the way we have been.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So, can you send me that?
Yeah,
Why
I'll
are you
send-
withholding, bro?
I did it today.
Gatekeeper.
But honestly, it changed things for perspective for me with certain things of how things you said it, right? So first I want to add, right? I want to go into the part where like where it's mentioned about I couldn't make you king, right? So I believe the king title is not the pirate king. I believe it's 𝐴𝐴𝐸, right?
King of the world, baby.
Yeah, I believe it's king of the world 100%. To me, it makes sense reasons why. One, if he was the first pirate, what are you king of? You know, you're the only one. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be king of the pirates. Cause
Did you just make that position up? What does it mean?
I'm the first pirate and I'm king of it. It's like, what? What are you talking about? You know? But it goes into what, if you listen to what Vegapunk's like saying, especially if you read it all together, he points to about, you know, the continent and the ancient kingdom and the war of the ideas, right? And we all know is that Vegapunk was supposedly, or the ancient kingdom, maybe not, I said Vegapunk, I'm sorry, Joy Boy and the ancient kingdom, either or is that they were saving the ancient weapons for the future for some reason, and or even another way you could put it, for everyone, right? But we also do know that the ideas that the ancient kingdom had, the 20 kingdoms that aligned did not have. They wanted to stop that, right?
Right, opposed to it.
Exactly. So what I believe is that his journey, because I believe him actually becoming pirate, was him journeying to other islands, because that's what pirates do, sharing those ideas, right? He wanted to share those ideas that the world, that the ancient kingdom had with the world, right? To get everyone involved and kind of take part in that way, right? And that's why I think the world government or the alliance, that's what they call them, at that time, wanted to stop him, right? Because they disagree with those ideas. And I believe he wanted to become king to make those ideas, not in a way his law, but the benefit for everyone, for his own sake. Because his ideas, obviously, think is for the benefit for the world, right? So I think his journey to become king of the world was to implement those ideas for the whole world. And the world government is like, no, we're not having that, you know? So the whole war broke out. And I say that because, right, you think about it, them hiding the information too, doing that, and hold on. I wanted to share it. I'm like losing my thought while I'm saying it. Yeah, all right. So yeah, sharing that idea, how they stopped the world government from doing it, right? And now 𝐴𝐸 is in that seat hiding it from everybody, right? So it makes the most sense that the king of the world would be the one to do this, right? Because they erase history and all that stuff, right? And showing how his age. And if you talk to also what Vegapunk was saying, he talked about the different races and all that stuff, and the ancient kingdoms are part of it. And that's part of one of my theories about, I believe even Lunarians actually part of the ancient kingdom, but they were created, so to speak, by the ancient kingdom.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not just them, but other ones are trying to, the world government is erasing each one. All right? So I believe that the king title is that he's talking about is the 𝐴𝐸 that he had. Yeah, I'm done for now because I lost my train of thought.
All right, Seb went, Lawrence went, Lionel, hit me, bro.
Okay.
Imagine he was like,
I thought this scene was really epic and dope when you see Ethan and the worm person coming after.
you can't
the
say
ship.
worm person, bro. Come on, bro.
Sandworm, bro.
Yeah, it's Jew Peter, bro.
Jew Peter.
Yeah, bro.
Jew Peter. Okay. And the Jew Peter are coming after the ship. Like I just thought it was funny that Luffy, even though this is going on, Luffy's just distracted talking to the robot. They were not doing that. Like, we'll be alright.
Yeah.
Like, I thought
You think everybody made out of rubber?
yeah, I know, right? So, but I thought that was cool. I did think about the king as well. Like, what does that mean? Because I don't think it meant for his kingdom. Like, we know Joe-Boy was born in the ancient kingdom.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were talking about that type of king. And I didn't think of the Pirate King either, because to me it was logically thinking of 𝐴𝐴𝐻, like his seat. But then they established it because they implied that there was no king of the world during that time, because the world government weren't even established during that time. They only were established after Joe-Boy was defeated, and like that's another question of like how, because what we see here, but that's a little later on. But I thought of that too, and but again also I don't, because it goes into more of what we talk about later, like in the chapter. It's more I want to say on, because this is just this part. But again, I thought it was dope. I actually forgot about the rope thing. That was a thing until Lawrence mentioned to me. And I'm like, yo. But again, that's more stuff is getting later on. So like I said, the scene was dope. How strong his Haki is amazing. I know people probably gonna think he has the strongest Haki. But again, that's still debatable. But like it's whatever. It's an awesome, epic, immense, impressive thing that he did. But again, it's for us to talk about. We have to elaborate it as we further go. But I thought the scene was dope. I thought it was amazing. Really done well, honestly. Again, Oda always captures moments where like how the Straw Hats couldn't get out of it. Then bam, like it just happened. So like, and that's what the Straw Hats always are in, crazy predicaments, always crazy situations. And you always think of how they get out of it this time. Like it's Oda always does it. He always, to me, I think Oda always nails it.
Yeah.
Like he never once failed on those deliveries. Like it was always dope, always epic, always awesome to see, and he always anticipating what's gonna happen, and he always just throws in another like crazy moment. So like Oda's always hitting his getting his bag in these ones. It's always great, like on Oda's part. But I'll leave it there because the more I want to say is a little bit further ahead.
Yeah, I figured everybody's gonna have a lot to say at the end, so that's okay. I'll just do a bit of a reaction for you guys. Go ahead.
The other thing is like, again, this is what I was going to bring up with with the whole garp thing again. Like we see this moments, and this is the reason why I question it, because we saw this immense powerful Haki. Like again, this is going a little bit further ahead, but this was a burst of Haki on both instances. And if you know that the key thing was they noticed it already immediately. It was conquerors, and people got knocked out. That's my only drawback. Like we seen it with when we saw the Gorseys do it. Each time it happened, we see when Raj did a Whitebeard, like people got knocked out. They identified it being Haki. And the only drawback is when Garp charged his Galaxy Impact, and still we saw the Black Lightning and all of it. Nobody got knocked out, and nobody identified it as conquerors.
Yeah.
But when we see these people, immediately it's identified.
This is something I said a while back, and I won't take too long.
Yeah.
Oda gonna tell you who has it.
Yeah.
In the moment.
Exactly.
Like you don't gotta be like, oh, is that if Oda wants you to, if it's Conquerors, he's gonna tell you it's Conquerors.
Yeah.
So, to me anyway, like he's gonna tell you in the moment that person used Conquerors Haki every time.
Exactly.
So,
but that's just my take. I'm not saying I don't want Garp to happen. I'm just saying from what we've seen from what Oda's been doing, we just gotta go into all right. He's showing it this here. If he's not showing it this way, that means most likely it's not it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, like I said, bit of a reaction. Yo, my boy Emmett, he's a literal tank. Bro has non-stop gotten beat up and just keeps coming back. Like, I'm so impressed by him, bro, low key. I was so disappointed. You remember?
Yeah, you were
I was like, bro.
Y'all called him
one hit?
What y'all call him? The tinfoil?
Nah, the aluminum giant.
Aluminum giant.
Yeah, that's what Lawrence said, I think, at one point. And he's just been living up to that platinum daddy. The Denden Mushi just tilting and KOing off of a stage transition is crazy work by Oda. I'm like, bro, the fact that this robot fell into the ocean and a transponder snail was good is so plotly driven. And yes, plotly is not a word. All right, so I don't care. Zoro looks a little too worried for my liking.
He did.
Because St. Ethan pulling up behind him. Like, he better tuck his chin and split the sky. I'm tired of all this egghead buffoonery that he's been displaying, bro.
That's for Mihawk, bro.
Stop, bro. I know I'm going to get flamed for this take, but I don't care. All right? I don't. the Roger Pirates were a bunch of quitters.
Oh my God.
And now we learning the Joy Boy Pirates are a bunch of apologizers.
Yo, I said that one.
Yo, bro, we got Emmett apologizing to Joy Boy apologizing to Fishman, and Zunisha glazing Joy Boy while carrying a society on his back for a crime it committed. I mean, where is the legends of hitters at, bro? Huh? Real one saying, yo, the world government, they soft as F, bro. Where is that? I don't have that. The ones that are saying they want their lick back, I don't see nobody saying that either. Where are these legends at, bro? I need somebody to go Sasuke and just get their revenge at some point. Leaving it up to the next generation. The flame don't always be inherited, bro. It don't. But nah. We have these old heads wanting to apologize and relinquish themselves to the shadow realm over their ops being too great. I swear, bro, you couldn't put me in One Piece. Because I'm crashing out on legends every day, bro. I'm calling them out too. Got me sick. I'll never forgive Rayleigh for sitting on that mountain.
Yo!
I'll never forgive him, bro.
Yo, where is your energy for Cat, bro?
Yo, bro, I'll never forget him, bro. I don't care, man.
Got no smoke for Cat.
Listen, bro.
None.
The king portion is very interesting.
I want to hear that from you.
The king portion is very interesting. This is the first time we've heard of Joy Boy possibly being king of anything.
Yeah.
I think I have to rewrite my husband theory.
Do you? I don't know.
I think the ancient war was for the king of the world, like Lauren said. And many of the Joy Boy crew and himself took precautions for their incoming L and made sure the story of what happened lived on for centuries so that one day they would eventually topple the current power. You know, when Lawrence was speaking, oh man, you were cooking. And it made me think to how Christianity was forbidden in some places where they wouldn't allow the Bible to be translated, actually, right? Because they were like, yo, we don't want you to translate it. It's just...
They feared the power of the words.
Exactly. So it's like they feared the idea of changing their country to something possibly better. And, you know, it's up for debate for whoever doesn't consider what's good or bad, right? So I thought that, Law, I was like, man, I just want to say that real quick. But I was like, yo, he's cooking. I didn't want to interrupt you. I didn't want you to lose your thought. I did not expect the not to hold Conqueror's Haki at all. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'll talk a lot about this later in the chapter because I have some big ideas. But I will say this is the first time we've seen the sky split with only one person's Haki without a clash.
I was trying to get confirmation that actually happened. Because I was like, is this just the clouds or is it actually splitting? I feel like normally it's more clear that it's split. But like, I was like, yo, did that split?
Because if you look previously
bro.
right here, it's not split.
Bro.
Then when it happens, it's split.
My boy, that's a split. Yeah, that's a split. It may have not blown the sky apart the same way Roger and Whitebeard's clash did. But I will say that this is one of the best Haki feats we have ever seen in the show.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
And it's hard. So when I was dissecting this chapter and I was like trying to ask questions for this chapter, at first I included this and the last part together. But then I said, I don't think I should do that. I think this is too much to talk about. So, yeah. Guys, I'm ready for the last question. But we're going to do some super chats real quick for about 5 minutes. We'll go into about 8:25, and then we're gonna just go crazy on the end of the chapter, and then we'll get to phone calls after we read all the super chats.
All right.
Yeah.
We got another 5 from Tupai. It says, "Hey yo, been hearing you guys at work the past few weeks. Really love the pod. Greetings from Puerto Rico."
Hey, Puerto Rico. Oh.
Thank you.
I gotta go one day, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
We got another Nakama that joined the crew, Mondo. So enjoy the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We got another Yonko member subscription for 3 months from MJ. It says, Lafitte cooking something. Blackbeard Pirate's always cooking something up. Another 5 Canadian from Fort Zax. It says, how do y'all feel about Luffy versus Blackbeard using Gear 5 to remove his Devil Fruit from himself, thus going full Haki? Love the pod. All the Yonkos, # topped the GOAT. Thank you. Luffy intentionally removing his own Devil Fruit? Am I hearing that correctly? Or Blackbeard using Gear 5? Blackbeard using Gear 5? Like
So
the fruit itself?
So he's like, that ends up being his third ability. He takes Luffy's fruit.
That would be a twist. I would hate that. I can't see Blackbeard Goofy like that.
Yeah, Toon.
And even then, even if he was to take it, there's no way he's awakening it, right?
Yeah.
Like instantly.
Coming from you.
Instantly awakening it? What are you talking about?
Your Lord and Savior
Listen,
might be able to do it by
I
your
scale
standards.
Blackbeard accurately. You more specifically, don't scale him accurately. That's all I'm saying.
You just know so. Let's keep it going.
I know he can't do that. Shoot. Number 5 from Globnar. It says, do you guys have any ideas what the two opposing sides from the Void Century War could be? Could it have been complete control versus complete freedom? That was where my mind goes with it.
That's
That's what
definitely
I
a
was
great
gonna say.
possibility, yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because Oda's show is about freedom.
I kind of don't want it to be that simple, but
What do you mean? It's simple and complicated.
yeah, I'm saying I want there to be, when he shows it to us, I want there to be a lot more elements to it than just, we want to be completely free, or we want to control everything. Like, I want there to be more elements there.
No, I get what you're saying.
Personally.
I get it, but it's gonna be better than that.
That's what I was trying to say. What I forgot in my train of thought is what I'm trying to allude to was, even though we don't know it yet, it's Luffy's dream. Right. What Joe Boy was trying to do, become king of the world. I think he was trying to implement Luffy's dream for the world.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where Emu and them were like, no. Like, that's why I wanted to add Luffy's dream to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think Luffy's dream is simply, oh, everyone is free and everyone else, and then Emu is like everyone is controlled. I think it's different than that. Not that simple.
Okay. Another 3-month membership to Nakama status from Colin. It says, the new ep teasing Akainu versus Aokiji just show us. Yeah, I mean, I think Larry brought it up a while back that, like, I think it would be best as a movie.
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect. You could show the build up to it, and then you could have, like, a full dramatic showing of that fight. We got another 5 from Roberto Figueredo. It says, Seb, if it turns out that you and Parvision are right, just imagine you can laugh at the rest of the guys later. Yeah.
It's always like this, bro.
Yeah.
It's always like this.
Listen, it's all possible, man.
People jump on a theory and just immediately go, "Oh, if it's right." It's like, bro,
That's the
relax.
fun of it. Another
Relax.
5 from Martin Mercury. It says, happy to finally make a live for once. Thanks for making my internship actually enjoyable. One question.
Get paid, bro.
Who is the biggest racist in One Piece?
Sebastian. Or Lawrence.
What?
Because they both said some wild fishman comments. It's Arlong. It's not even close.
No, it's one of the Celestial Dragons.
It's definitely Emu in the
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah,
No,
no,
but the
no,
Celestial
no.
Dragons do that to everybody.
It's got-
It doesn't. No, we talk about
There's no
one
exclusion.
specific race.
No, there's no exclusion to every single person is an insect to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Arlong was bad, bro. Arlong was bad, bro.
All right.
But he mostly was, I mean, I get it, but he was mostly retaliating because how the humans treated the fish.
Don't justify what Arlong was
I'm
doing.
not.
Yeah,
Like,
you
we don't
are-
know.
see, Lano,
No, I'm not.
see,
No,
walking out
I
again.
No, I'm
Yo,
not justifying.
Before
I'm
he
just
wanted
saying.
to chill with Emu for
No,
a day, now
I'm
he's
just
like,
saying. No,
say Arlong
listen.
might have been right.
I actually know what you mean.
No, because I'm saying, I'm not justifying. I never justify racism. I don't. But he had a reason why he was doing it. Even looks like he doesn't. He just like, I'm racist. That's
You don't know
it.
that.
Listen, bro.
You don't know that. That's why you wanted to spend a day with him, remember? So you can figure out what the racism is for. Listen, you don't know.
He's just
You don't know. You
just
don't
think-
know what. You don't know what Joy Boy did to this man,
Man,
or girl.
He just thinks he's perfect.
Listen, man.
You don't know that. Another
The
10.
Celestial Dragons are like Eminem, not like white people. We talking about Arlong. Like, he directly stated to a little girl, I don't like
Is
you.
Arlong even more racist than Hoodie though?
Yes!
Yo, Arlong was willing
No.
to work with humans.
Yeah.
Hoodie, the only way he would work with humans is if he enslaved them.
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, the thing is, Hodie is willing to take his own.
And nothing even
You know?
happened to him.
No, but the thing is, Hodie's willing to take his own just to be racist.
Listen.
Hey, man. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Another 10 from Dope. It says, Blackbeard whooped Koby so bad he got Koby to chase Luffy instead. Marie's down bad. Hashtag Koby get up. And shout out to Larry for his sound pick tech skills. Hashtag top #1. Hashtag,
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Sound peck?
Sound pick tech. I don't know. Hashtag BBC. Hashtag Pirate Kingdom is real. Hashtag never forget Condoriano. We got another 5 from Terrence Matthews. It says, honestly, Seb, I've been saying Blackbeard's gonna have to level up because I think Luffy can take him now. Now I think his level up is the 2 ancient weapons. Hey, man.
Every time I see Terrence talk, bro, it just sends me up a ladder.
That wasn't too
Makes
crazy.
me want to jump off.
You agreed with most of what he said, no? You just mad at Terrence. Number 5. Just ignore what I said on the comment.
My bad, Terrence. Terrence, my bad.
I was like, that was a whole Larry take.
Terrence, my bad, bro.
Bro.
I love you, Terrence. My bad,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I thought I heard something else.
Yo, that's crazy.
I thought he said that Blackbeard,
like Luffy.
needs to level up.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. My bad, Terrence. My Blackbeard hate is strong, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm more hateful than Arlong, bro.
Another 5 from Raymundo. It says, if Luffy is able to imagine anything into existence, then why can't Blackbeard do what Law said? Hashtag Par's take was cheeks. Hashtag lay off Par, man. Hashtag Larry was wildin' at the start. Hashtag top
All
on
right,
top.
hold on. Lay off Par, bro. Lay off Par. Don't say it's cheeks. Don't do that.
Listen, it's just One Piece madness. It's allowed.
It's just
allowed.
Yeah, One Piece Madness is correct.
When you making those shirts, bro?
I'm doing a lot.
Alright.
Let's stop right there.
Okay.
And then let's get to the chapter. All right. Final part of the chapter, guys. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. I want to see if we can get to 1,000 likes on this video again. The Conqueror's Haki continues to knock out all those who can't withstand it. Vice Admiral Dahl is barely hanging on. Vice Admiral Pomsky is wondering who's doing this. The Gorosei in full Zoan forms starts to get reverted back to their human forms. We go back to Meri Joa, and we see a man on the couch sitting. The teleportation circle is filled with silhouettes and smoke. St. Ethan, Jupiter, and Warkery appear in the Gorosei chamber, with St. Mars sitting on the couch. We go to the room of flowers, where we see Emu on all fours being called out by a servant because they were screaming. Then we get a close-up of Emu and they're panting. Then we see them say, "Joy Boy," while shaking. The sunny continues falling. It lands in the water. Luffy wonders if they are all right. Everyone is asking where the Gorosei members are. Dory and Bragi can't believe the Iron Giant has Haki. Saint Saturn is the only Gorosei member on the island of Egghead. Saturn's breathing is heavy. He just stares at the Iron Giant while saying nothing. Emmett remembers its conversation with Joy Boy. We hear, "Remember, Emmett, only when the time is right." We then see a silhouette of a man sitting down talking to Emmett. Emmett replies in the flashback, "Time is right." The hidden man says, "I've tied a knot of the greatest Haki and locked it inside your body." Emmett thinks this is amazing. Emmett hears this figure say, "You're going to keep on living after I'm gone. There will be a day when I can't help you anymore." Emmett is upset by the thought of this. The figure continues, "And when your life is in danger, or someone else's life is in danger, whom you want to protect, that's when the time is right. Go ahead and untie the knot." The current Iron Giant thinks to himself, "When the time is right, you'll save me." Then we go back to the figure in the past, and they tell Emmett, "That's right, I'll save you from the past, just like I always do, don't I?" Emmett then smiles with its eyes and says back, "I'm glad. Thank you." Then it's like you're here with me even after you're gone. The figure states it'll be a long time in the future. Emmett says back, "I hope I don't get lonely," and starts to giggle. What did you guys think of the final part of this chapter? And we'll start with Lai.
Okay. This is where I was like, there's so much. And I'm gonna go with the Gorosei, right? This actually kind of implied that, kind of made me think of Shanks a little bit. When we first see it a little bit when he did it with Green Bull.
I was going to mention
Like,
that.
again,
Yo, Lionel got the wok. He just chefing rice, bro.
and actually it goes into other stuff that you kind of imply with Shanks, going with the observation killing thing. Because if it goes two things, it goes by Shanks' Haki control. They reference mostly the observation killing with his Shanks can control his own presence, not referring it to Hoshoku Haki. Well, another one states it's Shanks' Hoshoku Haki or King's Disposition Haki is able to stop observation from happening. And that made me think, like, because there's advanced forms of Haki in general. We know that with observation, Boshoku Haki, and pretty much, and Hoshoku Haki. And I started thinking of, like, if the Observation King is more of observation, and that also makes sense because that goes into its territory. Observation of sensing, your own presence and everything. One of the highest forms is you're able to control your own presence so that person can see your own future of your attacks. And I'm thinking of King's Position is all about intimidation. So now it's kind of implying, like, again, it goes into, like, intimidation, like, with the Dare Fruits. I don't know if, like, because the fact that he just took them out of their form with his Haki, it could have been completely charged or whatever. But now I'm trying to think, what if he's able to, like, again, so once there's talking about fruits have the will of their own, what if he's intimidating the fruit inside themselves that's making them, like how Luffy does to an animal. Like we see it with Haki, they stop the animal inside. Like they at least stop the animal's will from happening. Zoans are animals pretty much themselves. So what if he's really able to stop the fruit? And it goes even further, because Shanks did it to a non-Zoan user. He did it to a Logia. Makes it even more impressive. So I'm just like, he's literally way of stopping the will of the fruits. Because Grimboy was like trembling, like his ability stopped in his tracks, and then he turned it back. So showing that in a way, maybe could be the highest form or the highest advancement. You really need to stop fruits from actually happening. Like, not like, you know, because Blackbeard had to eat a fruit to at least stop it from touching it. Your will itself, your Haki is really doing that. And that's what makes this so impressive. And know what's funny is even more impressive? He did it with Conqueror's users. These are Conqueror users themselves, all three of them. He did that too and pushed them back. He sent them back home. Like, I was like, bro, again, and I'm not saying J-Boy has the strongest Haki, because we've seen Shanks do a little bit. We just know that what he said, in other translations, he said he gathered his most powerful Haki. And this translation, again, we know that Joey is one of the strongest people in One Piece. He says, I gathered of the greatest Haki. That could be combined in both, like how Milk said I'm the world's greatest swordsman or the strongest swordsman. It's specified in that. They could be, I'm also looking at that. I'm not saying that Joy is applied to he is the strongest Haki user. He could be. But we're showing that we see other people could take this Haki to the extent that Joy has. And see a little bit of Shanks. Again, Shanks learned his Haki from who? Roger and Rayleigh. Showing that Roger's up there most likely do this too. We just know that most likely Joy charged his Haki to the highest point it could possibly be, then locked up in a knot. And then that spontaneous burst just let it all out. Again, if that could just be and we don't know if that is just Conquerors. This could be Conquerors in Boshoku Haki. Because this shows that you could combine your other Hakis together. So for all we know, this could be all of it. It could be Observation, Boshoku, and Kings, all in one. That's why he said the greatest. Because maybe he was able to achieve his Haki to the highest level in all three of them. That he just put it in one knot. That's why it's reaching so far. Like, I'm wondering, this is the one that got me the most. 𝙗𝐸. Mm-hmm. 𝙗𝐸, you're only down here. It's like, literally like, my question is, did he feel that? Or he had the psychic link of the Gorosei?
Is girthy, huh?
Because like, you know how far that travels? Because we saw like Haki can stand like how far Shanks was, and Wano, and Luffy, Jinbei, and them felt it all from there. This takes it to another level. Like how far? Like if Emily doesn't have a psychic or connection with the Gorosei, and he just really felt that from this far, that he was even trembling and screamed and fell to his knees. Not like Kizaru. He's like on all floors right now.
It's like somebody punched him in the back.
Yo, seriously. It shows like, yo, Haki is that immense powerful that you could reach it from miles away. Mm-hmm. We don't even know where Mary Joy is at. Like, is it that close? Mary Joy to Egghead? Mm. Bro, that's something like, yo, this scene is like, it changed the game. That's when we say Haki over everything. Period. I don't hear anything about fruits or nothing. Haki over everything. It's all about willpower. And again, Oda used Kaido to make that reference.
Go ahead, Lionel.
Bro, so like, I don't want to hear nothing. So Roger made that fruit. No. Roger's Haki is this. Joey's Haki is this.
Hold on.
What? I can't say that?
Roger wasn't doing that.
We don't know.
But Bastard, stop. You need to stop.
I wasn't doing
You need to
that.
stop.
We don't know
bro.
that.
You need to stop.
We know he was doing it sick with a prime white man.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying this
Yo,
specifically.
It's not just give Roger charge his hockey, bro. No, tell me Roger's full his hockey displayed. I'll wait.
That's fair.
Yeah, man.
We
that's
haven't
fair.
seen it.
That's fair.
But the other things I want to bring up on is like, again, also with Joey wearing the hat. Do y'all think it's a straw hat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I'm thinking, all right, because me and us got in a little conversation. All right, how tall do you think Joe Boy is?
He might be a little bit bigger than a human. I wouldn't say he's a giant though.
Yeah.
Because
that's what I was saying.
Because I was bringing up the hat that Emus has in the jail cell.
That might be something else.
Is something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be somebody else's.
But I just find it interesting he's tying, Joey, and I wonder if anybody called Joey having a hat. Maybe they did, because we saw him like the other silhouette when he's fighting. He
People
wasn't
been
wearing no
called that.
hat at all.
People have been called that. That Joe
But no,
wearing the hat.
again, it makes sense. The only thing I get though is like going with and this is where I kind of don't know if I like it. What Emma was saying, you look just like him, and I'm like, yo, are you talking about him as the fruit? Because Emmett seems both. Because this is Joey regular,
No,
and then Joey also had the fruit.
but he hasn't seen
hasn't
Luffy,
seen Luffy base.
regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen
I
Luffy base.
guess, because like this goes into like, and because I also see, does he not look like Luffy?
He does.
Like how scrawny and skinny
a
he is?
little too much like Luffy.
And I'm like, yo, this
It's
is
a silhouette. You don't know what he
It
looks
is?
like.
This dude is wearing like the Luffy, almost like Luffy shorts.
yeah, like he almost wearing Luffy's get up and
I
wild.
will say it's more similar to Shanks's though, because Luffy doesn't wear capris.
And then
He goes rolled
but
up
even
like
how
cargo
he's
shorts.
talking remembers a little bit of Luffy more. Like,
I'm not gonna make no judgment call on that.
like
yet.
I was, I don't know. I'm to me, it's like
No, it's more educated than how Luffy speaks.
I
I'll
don't
say
know,
that.
man. But the thing is, like, it could be, but because we kind of already did it with Zolo and Ryuma, which I was fine with. I accepted that. I knew it most likely. Like Jorbe is a new character, kind of a new character, and it's fine. But now you're making him like Luffy because Roger's like Luffy, but he looks like Ace or whatever. They have that personality, but like that to me. And even now you think of even Rocks too. We don't know. Like Rocks showed he's similar like Luffy. Now you're having Joy like it. Now he might look like Luffy and be similar to Luffy. I'm like, I know, like, good. I know clothing does take away your mystical physique. Because you know, Luffy's like scrawny, bro. Like some people are actually
Scrawny,
big.
bro.
Like first, if you look at Ray with the hoodie what he's wearing, when he saw him when you first saw him, Archer Gargo.
He was wearing a cloak.
Yeah, wearing a cloak. He didn't look that like.
Until you took it off after he came crossing the calm city.
Yeah,
The calm
like,
belt.
He looked completely like you didn't know he was this big. This muscular or whatever. You need to stop. But like that's something like to me like I don't know how I feel that him being so much like Luffy. Because then there's Nika.
Listen, bro, we gonna have to see.
I don't
Lionel, I
know,
think you're
man.
jumping the gun a little bit.
Maybe.
I think you're jumping the gun.
I don't know, bro.
I think it's valid.
I think it's valid, but I think we need a little bit more before we start going into that direction. Yeah.
Well, I want to stop rambling.
Anything else?
I'll let you guys talk about the knot and the other thing. I was done. I'm done.
All right. Let's hit law.
Okay, so Lionel brought out a lot. I was gonna bring out with the hockey thing.
Twinning. No, I'm joking.
I think you have similar thoughts because the one I would bring out too is that them reverting. I thought was amazing. Him knocking them out of their awakened zone forms.
Yeah.
Because like, all right, Shanks did it with with an Amro and everything, right? Fully Lagia, but he wasn't awakened at that time, and Greenville's not a conqueror. So then not only that, he did it to a awakened zone that's a conqueror. He did it, sent them back through that whatever that was portal. Yeah, I'll say portal, right? I thought it was amazing. Like right now, to me, this is the strongest strong of hockey, but we don't know. Like he concentrated his hockey. We don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Is it like a bunch of hockeys, or did he let out like a massive burst, like all at one time, and then sealed it up in the knot? Right? We don't know exactly how he did it, but either or, this is tremendous, right? Because it's not going to be about holding people in their place. And I want to draw out too is that very interesting. The way Emu yells out is very similar to how Green Bull yells out, right? But note how the five elders don't, right? They don't say anything. They just kind of go through the motion. And then you see them back, they're kind of like breathing heavily, right? But the one who yells out is Eve. And I'm like, because I know Green Boy yelled out because he was feeling it, but they felt it, but they came back, but Emu yelled out. And I'm like, is there a physical... Because I think we kind of had this idea when we saw them before, how they all transformed the first time. But we thinking, all right, maybe that's just Oda silhouetting them at first because he didn't want us to see their forms because he wanted to save it for later. But the way they showed it, because it kind of showed like they were connected, it made me think that Emu has a physical link to each and every one of them. That's what I thought of.
There's two possibilities. That's one of them, though.
Yeah,
I have the
physical
second
link.
one for you.
Yeah, so I thought that was very interesting, like why he would feel it, because then he's feeling from all 5 of them, you know? So I thought that was like, why is he yelling out from this distance? It doesn't make sense. And then also, too, I thought it was very interesting that all of them get sent back except one. All the ones that went to the portal except one, Saturn, right? So I was like, those are the only ones that get sent back. Why is Saturn still here? Because he's the only one that came there physically, where them all came through a portal.
Thank you, Lawrence.
So I was like, interesting how that took place, right? And I just want to add, because it's so questionable. Why is this dude just sitting here?
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Luffy sent him back.
Yeah.
Luffy was
Luffy,
like,
a couple chapters ago,
Yeah.
Luffy and Sanji and Frankie and
Oh,
Bonnie sent him.
That
He's
is
like, he ain't
funny.
coming back.
Yeah.
That is funny.
He sure as hell wasn't.
Yo, so I just questioned
that.
that.
Like,
He's just like, I'll wait till they come.
Oh,
back.
y'all too?
And then he's like,
and they got shot dead. In my mind, I guess he probably. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
No, but like they can't talk because like what's worse? You know what I'm saying? He just sent a hockey blast and I got sent back and then
So just for everybody, what Lawrence was talking about was that when Saturn came through the portal, he first came through from the Marine ship.
Yeah.
Then he used the portals to summon the Gorosei members there.
Yes.
That clearly indicates that that's his portal from his special ability, and they came through it. And since he was knocked out of his zone form, those abilities are no longer accessible. So it sent all of them back. That's
Yeah.
what Lawrence is saying.
yeah, except Saturn because he came there physically, not through the portal.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and
If anything, he should have just went back to the middle of the ocean.
That's what I was saying. I was like, how did he ain't pop back on that shit?
I mean,
That's what I was trying to figure out.
So that's what Lawrence is saying, by the way.
yeah. And next I want to bring out, like Lana already brought out Luffy and Joy Boy kind of look alike. I thought they looked too much alike, but there's some differences here in their speech because I already tried to like, all right, we know that Roger and Luffy are heavily similar, right? But I would say that Roger shows more of a intelligence or a mind than Luffy because, simply put, the breakdown of the poneglyphs and what he needs and the voyage and all that stuff we get from Roger. All explanation of all that. We will never get anything like that from Luffy.
No.
Not even a little bit, right? So I think Ojorba kind of shows more of that side where he would break down and explain certain things, right? To that. And I will say one thing I thought was very interesting. Even though Emmett's kind of looking strong, but he looks very simple to me.
Yeah.
Like
He the chopper of the crew to me.
yeah, like the simpleton robot or something. Because also too that he's always needing protection, right, from Joy Boy, right? And then the way he going about things, he seems very simple. And then now we see like Larry brought out the apologizing them always or whatever. It makes you think. I mean, I know Vegabug said it, and I believe it's true. But where is this robust fraction that Joy Boy had that was so scary, or that you needed 20 kingdoms to align to take them on?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
what if he had a couple hitters with this kind of hockey on his side?
The thing is, I know he has the ancient. I know he has the ancient weapons and his faction and all that stuff. But to me, it's like right now, besides from Joy Boy, he's the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like he's the only one I'm seeing.
Lawrence pushing ancient weapons to the side. Like, oh, I know you got it. What?
No, I said the ancient weapons are. I don't want to say are the weapons or the tools, but I'm talking about the characters.
I feel you.
Right? So then now to me,
Oh, yeah.
this opens up what I thought, because I wanted to look back more into the knot thingy of being able to hold Conqueror's Haki, right? So I'm going back to the knot where I was able to hold the wind and everything, and then I thought of, honestly, but this is not the first time we get something like this, besides from the knot, because we have the dials, and we have in Wano the Ninja Scrolls. So we see you could store massive amount of power or elements or
Go ahead,
matters
Lawrence.
or friction
Lawrence, spin.
in knots and Ninja Scrolls and dials that can kind of release them out later. So I thought that was very interesting. And to me, it made me think of, like, if you think of all of One Piece, you see how much science is involved heavily in One Piece. It's basically a science book, you know, because the way they break down of how everything is, it's always back down to like science, you know, even to like we thinking how my prediction or theory of even like how other species are coming out, like new ones, that it's such an advanced civilization that was the ancient kingdom that they're probably even able to create other species or races or whatever through science. And we've seen that a little bit, and I showed that 𝙃𝐽 is like a mini ancient kingdom in itself, for that, so to speak, because what he's able to do, and yet he can't even match what they're doing back then, you know, but he's able to create his own green blood or his own mother flame or his own pacifistas, you know. So saying that if all this stuff does compared to what the ancient kingdom was doing, it shows what they're able to do of possibly even procreating in a way like people or whatever, and why they would want to share this. Same with 𝙃𝐽, both same thing they want to do. They want to share what they're building, what they're creating with the world. And have you noticed both times the world government is kind of trying to repress them. 𝙃𝐽 trying to keep 𝙃𝐽 on lock. Exactly. Where no, you creating for us, we have you. You're limiting what you can share with the world. They don't have that alliance or that power over the ancient kingdom, so they choose to attack them. You know. So I wanted to bring that out, and I think that was it for now that I had.
I just want to say also, Emmett responding when Luffy says D makes me think that Joe is most likely probably a D.
I thought that was
I think
given.
yeah,
I thought that was a
okay.
given, but I don't think it's ever been confirmed. But I think for the most part, that's a given.
I think even the D thing even goes back to Nika, in all honesty, but we don't know that yet.
All right. Sebby? I mean, Seb? Come on. Yo, stop, bro. Stop, bro. I did on accident, bro.
All right, so the Gorosei getting pushed back. Y'all covered most of what I wanted to say with that. I did have a small detraction or a different thought process as y'all, slightly. I don't think that this Haki reached Mary Jo in the way that like Green Bulls was reached by Shanks, like from that distance. I could be underestimating here. I was under the impression that it leaked through the portals to them, or
that's another way.
Or Lawrence's thought process that they are connected to Emu in some way, like they're clones, they're variants of him, whatever. There's some other Neuralink or something
like 𝙃𝐽 with the satellites,
right?
Yeah.
Some other element there with that, right? So I didn't think, oh, this traveled from here to the next island, all the way up. I never got to that point. When y'all said it, I was like, yo, what? What if that really is the case? But I didn't think that personally. If that was the case, we'd have saw it like going this way.
And also, I think Oda would have showed other people, other islands possibly getting affected.
And he might next chapter. Like, that could very well still happen next, like, I guess it's kind of over. But
I just want to add, that reminded me, because I used to think that way. But remember when I thought, when Whitebeard said that Shanks and Mihawk's battles were heard throughout the world?
I remember, he's talking about newspapers, Lauren. He was like, nah, bro, they was clashing. And Whitebeard heard, I was like,
because I thought their levels, you know, remember I said the way the Yonkos and everyone's were that high? I thought people's levels was going to be so high in One Piece that you could have a battle here and you'll hear the quakes or the clashes from it throughout the world. Like, oh, there they go, scrapping again. Like, you know?
That would have been wild. I actually thought the panels looked amazing.
Yeah.
Like, just them getting sent back and then them landing there just quietly. Saturn looking on. Yo, you really didn't spin, though? Like is there like a limit? Like, why you ain't come back? You know what I mean? Like, maybe I'm just trolling here, but like why you gave up? Like, you didn't know this was going to happen, right?
Are you talking about Mars?
Not Saturn, yeah, Mars.
Mars.
Yeah, like, yo, what's up, bro? Emu's reaction. Fall on the ground, saying Joy Boy. So this is why when I first saw it, I was like, yo, like, damn, this is wild. When I first read it, I was like, yo, maybe it's a collection of other people's Haki.
Yeah.
But Emu specifically said Joy Boy, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's Joy Boy's Haki. He identified it as the Haki pertaining to that person. So that's him. That's what he's capable of.
Yeah.
He's that strong, and there's levels. You can get... This is something I noticed in this arc a lot. Haki has been, like, I know it's about science and everything with Vegapunk. They've commented on Haki so much in this arc.
Yeah, they did.
Conqueror's Haki. Yo, what is that Haki? What is this? What is that? Etc. Several times. What?
No, keep going.
Right.
You sound good.
No. So, it's like there's been an elevation every time. Jinbei first said it when he was talking about Well, I think Lucci said something about Luffy's haki, whatever. But Jinbei said it when the Gorosei showed up originally. Yo, y'all feel that, right? Or whatever. Like, this crazy haki, I haven't felt that. I remember people commented that, damn, he was on an island with 2 Yonko, they didn't say that. And then the Gorosei say, come in there saying that. That's kind of wild. This is, like, well beyond that. You know what I mean? Like, one Gorosei member created that haki or whatever. Maybe all 5 of them, whatever. Mercury had his moment where he flexed and people were like, yo, damn, the haki's crazy. This haki was able to send that person and 3 other back out of their forms, whatever this, like, you know what I'm saying? Joy Boy's haki is crazy, which is why I was like, yo, is he top 1? Like, when y'all were talking earlier about the top of the verse, I was like, yo, y'all forgot somebody. Because he doing this, to Lawrence's point, there isn't a haki feat better than this in the verse.
You're right.
There just isn't. And I'm not trying to knock Shanks. I'm not trying to knock Whitebeard. I'm not trying to knock Roger. They haven't, and I'm not trying to say they couldn't or could never have. We didn't see these people in their prime absolutely banging out. They've never done this. Yeah. And I was thinking about the storing of haki. It flashed me back to like how you utilize Rio and Rayleigh taking off the cuffs and Vegapunk's conversation about what the power source is. And I was like, did Joy Boy really like Dragon Ball Z charge up his haki and then just like put it in this knot and tie it? Because like, how did we do this? How did this happen? How did we actively incorporate it? Then I started thinking of the science aspect, like Lawrence brought up, where it's like the ancient kingdom was this grand, well beyond even Vegapunk's imagination as far as science. Maybe it's just it's haki and science merged together in a way that Vegapunk had always dreamed of to make this power source. And I was like, it sucks that he's like, I mean, Lilith's still alive, but like, it sucks that he's gone. He didn't get to witness this, low-key. Because like, if this is the power source, like, yo, this is it. Like, this would have been the trigger in his mind.
Yeah.
Yo, Haki's probably the power source. Because he doesn't seem to be utilizing much himself. Imu's reaction, I thought it was funny. I actually laughed. Like, yo, he really screamed out in pain. It was like...
He's not shaking, bro.
It's like... Do you know how much you gotta hate a person for their presence? The feeling of their presence? Like, obviously he didn't get... I don't think he got hurt in like a physical... To me anyway. I didn't think it was like, he felt pain. I thought it was just, oh my God, Joy Boy's back. And he couldn't handle it mentally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, to hate a person that much that their presence drops you to your knees in anger. Yeah, like that's what I felt. I could be wrong. It could be physical pain. It could be physical pain, but to me, that's how I felt. He was just hating that hard. The rest of that, I didn't have much for the Giants and stuff. This part with them talking specifically, y'all talked about who Joy Boy reminded y'all of. It reminded me of 3 people actually, and it's people y'all mentioned already. Roger, Shanks, and Luffy. Mm-hmm. I think he's a combination of the 3. He's basically Oda's 3. He's the magnum opus of the characters that Oda's been basically wanking this entire time.
The 3 people who wear the hat after him. Okay.
Yes. So the reason why I say that, right? 1, the fit to me was more Shanks than it was Luffy. Personally.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
2, the way his speaking, like Lawrence brought up, was more Roger-esque. Luffy's not saying this. Mm-hmm. Your time will come, et cetera, et cetera. He's not.
I was talking about the protection thing.
Yeah, that was the Luffy part. But in general, it reminded me of Roger's speech to Pedro, where he was like, everyone has their time. Everyone has their moment in the sun. Everyone has their moment where they're going to be impactful. He's basically telling that to Emmett. Yeah. Like, yo, I'm going to die. But you'll live way longer than me, and you can still be impactful even well after I'm gone. And to me, that was dope. It also reminded me of Ace and Oars, but that was a whole other thing. I noticed the thing on the X on his arm.
On Emmett's arm.
On Emmett's arm. It reminded me of the Straw Hats and their Nakama thing with Vivi.
Yeah.
I don't know if they needed to do something like that or if that's just a design thing there. I don't remember if Emmett had that throughout. I didn't go back to look. Is that a peg leg?
I hope not.
It looked like it might be. That leg a little small.
Yeah.
That leg a little small.
You think he has the...
I think he's the eye patch peg leg. The prototypical pirate that people have always said, yo, there isn't that person. There's no peg leg, there's no eye patch. To me, I think it's Joy Boy now.
Yeah.
Now I fully believe that it's Joy Boy. I used to think this was the story of Luffy becoming that pirate that has the eye patch at the end of the story. I think it's just going to be Joy Boy. And Luffy won't lose an eye, he won't lose his leg, whatever. It'll just be him. It'll be the first pirate of the story, technically, and the one that emulates all the traditional prototypical
Zeph
pirate
got a
stuff.
peg leg.
Yeah, I was say we already had
That means no.
But
Going by that, then you have to go by. He gets that after the war.
Cool.
Because
The war could have happened
No,
already.
because if you look at the silhouette, he's not. His legs is fine. I'm pretty sure. I have to go to it, but if you look at when he's like in the air and get fifth, he's not missing a leg. So if going that's true, then when he loses a leg and gets to lose his eye.
I'll say this: in this moment, he's deep in the scruff already.
Yeah.
Because he's telling Emmett, "I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna die, and I need you to do this." I don't know if he's already taken a massive L or whatever, but if you're about to fight a war and win in your mind, are you doing this? You get what I'm saying? So to me, this is possibly even post-war. I wondered if he was on a poneglyph, just because it was square like that.
That does look like a poneglyph. I didn't notice that. That's actually a good call.
I thought it could have been a poneglyph.
His leg is there.
Oh shoot, that is a good point.
He was writing.
It's very possible he was writing. And in general, I think I mentioned earlier, to me, Emmett is the Chopper of the crew. He just seems like he's much younger, more innocent than any real pirate is, the same way that Chopper is just really innocent. And he's like giggling and laughing and stuff. I like that. I'm excited to see what like merch they try to sell with it. But overall, Saturn pulling up. Yo, what is it gonna take to really clip these dudes, bro? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
You just seen it.
I know. I know it's Haki.
Like, Sebastian, what are we talking about?
No, I know it's Haki, right? But like, this was able to revert them back. But I don't see like he's back. You get what I mean? Like, am I making sense?
Saturn wasn't back. He's always been here.
But what I'm saying is, how do I say this? Saturn doesn't seem to have taken permanent damage from that Haki blast.
Well, of course.
Of course not. There's no physical attack attached to it.
Yeah.
I kind of thought they did when it happened. No. I thought because Saturn was here, he was gonna have some serious damage to him.
No.
And also too, so I'm telling you straight up. To me, because most of I see their regenerative ability is because of the ability. I doubt they're doing it in base form. If I do a Haki blast and revert you back and I cut you.
So you're saying he's possibly susceptible to damage right now?
Yes, 100%.
I would hope so. That would make my theory mini, right? The EMP thing. But other than that,
I mean, you was kind of right.
Kind of. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be a Conqueror's Coded Haki story knot that was tied,
Well,
but I said...
You don't be giving credit to Haki.
Yo, you be saying that. I say Haki over everything all the time. I just said Blackbeard can still bang. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Two things can be true.
I get you, but that whole argument with the whole Goro
It's over, bro.
And the Haki thing was wild.
Yeah.
They ain't do that. Big Mom and Kaido ain't do that. If they was doing that, I wouldn't have said what I said, now would I? I ain't there.
Still wrong.
Joy Boy top one.
You might be.
Top one.
But
I'm done.
He might be too.
You done?
Not.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. I wrote this whole speech about how I was always right about Haki. But I won't. I will humble myself and take the W. But I do have some interesting takes. I'd like to discuss with everyone something called Haki transference. It means a way to transfer one's Haki into any person, any animal, and any object. Before I do that, I want to talk about Haki / willpower itself. Haki is everything. Kaido was right. Haki means willpower. It's what the show revolves around. Oda made sure to tell us repeatedly that people chase their dreams as long as they will themselves to do so. People who decide to stop chasing their dreams lose their willpower over time. The prime example of this happening was Gecko Moria after Kaido annihilated his whole entire crew. The other time is when Oda drew in an SBS of the Straw Hats at certain ages. He drew one timeline where the Straw Hats had everything going well for them and how amazing they looked in their older years. The other alternate timeline of when things didn't go their way, they looked decrepit and defeated in their older years. This proves that without some type of dream and will, you lose even your beauty. Another example of how the show revolves around Haki is Papagu. Papagu, being a regular starfish, willed himself to talk despite the fact it isn't possible. Fishman even told him it wasn't possible. He didn't know that, right? He then became the creator, owner, and proprietor of his fashion brand. The final example is Luffy, of all people, the main protagonist. Luffy has shown us time and time again that his will is what makes us love him. For example, Luffy climbs Drum Island's mountain with Sanji in his teeth and Nami on his back for 3 hours to save them. Luffy saves Bon Clay from a pack of wolves by using Conqueror's Haki when he's barely conscious from being poisoned by Magellan. Or even the time when Luffy was completely defeated by Lucci and he willed himself back up to deliver the final blows to help him and crew escape. The point I'm trying to make is that the show isn't based on one specific specialty in any fighting style, or the many technologies that spawned within the world, or the ridiculous powers of devil fruits. The show is about one having the will to accomplish anything they wish in their life. This is why whoever has had the biggest dreams in the show has had the strongest willpower. Haki men, Haki animals, and even Haki objects are the #1 power source in One Piece. Now, this brings me to Haki transference. As I said previously, it means a way to transfer one's Haki into any person, animal, or object. Believe it or not, we've seen someone transfer Haki before, as early as Chapter 1 of One Piece. If you don't remember, it was Shanks. Shanks transferred his Haki to the Lord of the Coast. He directly used Conqueror's Haki to dominate the sea beast, its psyche, and intimidate it. This is Conqueror's Haki transference. The second time we've seen someone transfer Haki was actually by an animal. That animal was Zunisha. During Chapter 821, while Zunisha, Luffy, and Momonosuke were using the voice of all things, Zunisha shared its vision with Momonosuke to show that it was being attacked by Jack and the Beast Pirates. Momonosuke saw it through Zunisha's eyes. That is observation Haki transference. The third time we've seen someone transfer Haki is in Chapter 516. Margaret enveloped her Kuja arrows with Haki energy, making them more destructive while attacking Luffy. This is armament Haki transference. So, when we speak about Emu falling to the floor, and Emu for some reason knew that it was Joy Boy, I guarantee you that Emu was using observation Haki transference with the Gorosei members. He saw what was happening with Emmett and immediately said to himself, that is Joy Boy's Haki. Because if we're talking about the King of the World directly correlates to the person having probably the strongest will in the show. That's why Joy Boy has this insane Haki. His goal was probably to be King of the World. But you know who else wanted to be King of the World, Sebastian?
I was waiting for you to do it.
My boy Rock Zubek. The strongest adversary Roger has ever faced in his entire life, according to Road to Lavtel, I think Volume 1. I'm not too sure. But all I know is that that's probably one of the ways, and I think you guys came up with 2 creative ways as well, but that just proves that Haki has always been there, being transferred. So I can see how the ancient kingdom that had this great technology also proved.
Don't tap at Lawrence, bro. You good? Spit, bro.
Blackbeard has
spit, bro.
No. Sebastian's showing a picture of Van Ogre saying the world.
Hey,
Meanwhile, Blackbeard has directly stated he's not trying to take over the world.
Do your thing, bro.
Right? Blackbeard isn't trying to talk to the world.
Do your thing.
Blackbeard directly goes to somebody else and goes, hey, I want to be my own country within the world government.
Listen.
When he spoke to Ace, he told Ace, hey, Ace, I want to become king of the pirates.
Steps.
There has never been a point in his time where he said, yo, I want to be king of the world.
Steps, bro.
Again, you're a glazer, bro.
It's steps.
Anyway, besides you glazing as always, Blackbeard, I don't know who has the better suckability.
Listen, bro.
Blackbeard or you,
You gotta get there, bro.
Yeah, you gotta get there.
You gotta get there.
Right. Now we have Emmett, and Emmett has pulled a cord with a rope knot and released Haki imbued by Joy Boy. I think we are all witnessing consistency from Oda. Now, I get it. The other examples I provided never included storing Haki over a long time. It's different, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. If we look at Mount Weatherier, like you guys mentioned, which is the first time we've seen a rope knot contain some type of power, it wouldn't be that far-fetched to say that inanimate objects can hold Haki or be used as weather technology for long periods of time. So, this leads me to a next spicy point. Haki and inanimate objects. Specifically, let's talk about swords. There's a theory going around that Zoro was using Odin's Haki within Enma during the Onigashima raid trying to defeat Kaido. I believe that is true, but I do not think this discredits Zoro in any way. If anything, it makes him better. Hear me out. I think that swords are capable of receiving Haki, and since they have their own consciousness to a degree, just the same way ships have ʟ𝐼𝐻𝑚ans, it proves that maybe all swords to a degree accept someone's Haki, and they could choose to keep Haki that was used while their user was using them. So Odin at some point might have been using Enma, and Enma says, yo, I love the way this guy fights. Maybe it's my responsibility because I want somebody to give me this all the time. This is what I'm used to. So once Odin perished and was not able to be used no more, Enma probably stored some of his Haki inside of it without Odin even knowing it was possible. Or Odin was doing it and didn't notice that it was possible either. Either way, he left a residue of Haki. In chapter 966, Zoro goes to cut Kaido. And Kaido's like, yo, why do I sense Odin's presence? I don't think that Zoro was using the Haki left over from Odin. Instead, I think what Zoro did was Zoro triggered Odin's Haki in the sword, which then he was able to replicate and use to fight Kaido. And what I mean by that is like, eventually that sword is going to run out of that Haki. Zoro has to replace whatever Odin left inside of it. He did that when he fought against King. Now it brings up the fact is, swordsmen, in order to make their swords black, do they have to sacrifice all their Haki to the blade? Because if so, that would make an interesting point in saying that that's what swordsmen are. Swordsmen live and pass away to the blade. Therefore, they're going to entrust all of their being into that blade. This is why blades probably don't break either. It's because it's so Haki filled. Now it goes into chances of saying, well, if Mihawk did blacken his blade, did he give up all of his Haki to Yoru? And here's the question, right? Zoro ends up getting Shusui in the arm shop. That blade itself was already black by Ryuma.
Not in the shop. He got it from...
Oh, no, he got the Kitetsu from the arm shop. He got the blade from Ryuma on Thriller Bark. Yeah. Thank you. It never gave Zoro an issue. But that's also because Zoro never activated, probably, what that blade needed in order to start asking, like, to use the Haki that's inside of it. I think that because Enma required Zoro of the Haki, but that was because Zoro already tapped into his Haki himself. So it's like, in order to tap into a Black Blade's Haki, if you're already receiving it from somebody else, you have to be able to activate it through some type of like step. Oh, you have Conqueror's Haki? I'm going to start using that because that's what it requires of you to use it.
I have something for this, but it's not a complete thought, so I'll save it for off the pod.
Yeah. But that's what it came down to me. It's like, a lot of people are downplaying Zoro, and I don't think that should be it. I think we should be actually thinking like Zoro is actually that guy. Because if he's able to do the things that Odin or Ryuma was capable of doing, then it just means that swords are more complicated than usual. But at the end of the day, it proves how much you are a true swordsman. You most likely have to give all of your Haki into the sword. And Zoro has 3 of them.
And I don't know where people are. I haven't heard the takes on how they're viewing Zoro. I guess because of this chapter that came out, thing is stored. One, I will go. How we know that Zoro's Haki was being used is because his Haki was being absorbed.
Exactly.
From him.
Directly. Like, you saw his arm being taken.
Yeah.
So you're trying to think he was just using Emma's sword. It's like, well, read the chapter. Look at the context of what's happening. Emma is asking Zoro for his Haki and taking his Haki from himself. So Zoro is obviously using his Haki. And then also, too, Kaido recognized the Haki that he used to cut him, that scarred his chest,
Was Zoro's own Haki.
was Zoro's own Conqueror's Haki.
Exactly.
Kaido said it himself. So right here, the manga is telling you plain up that Zoro's Haki was strong enough to do this, that it's able to even cut Kaido and is being used by Emma.
Yeah.
So.
And so that's basically what I wanted to just say. Like, again, bro, this show is not about devil fruits. It's not about any of that. It's literally about the person's willpower. And this is why Blackbeard lacks so much. This is why he's not there yet. It's because the boy has very basic Haki, and he has shown that his goals are not large enough. And he has shown also that he's dependent on something that doesn't conquer the world. Roger brought the world to its knees because of Haki alone. And that's all that was needed. And now we're seeing Joy Boy use Haki in this way. So I can't see how anybody that isn't with a big dream going as far as they do. You can scheme, you can do whatever you need to do, but like ultimately if you're relying on devil fruits, that's it, bro. It's been proven throughout the story many times, dog.
Listen,
I've been right every single point about this.
I have never said Blackbeard had some elite level Haki. I ain't never said that. I ain't never gonna hear me say that. But to knock his goals, that's just wrong. That's narratively wrong.
Okay, so
The dude wants to be the king of the world too. The dude wants to be king of the pirates.
So we're just lying.
Too. No, we're not. You
So we're just lying.
You can have steps towards your goal.
Sebastian.
Hold on. If him being a king of an island
Sebastian.
or of a sovereign
Sebastian.
nation
Sebastian.
is a step in his goal
Again,
of acquisitions.
he has literally stated he wants to be king of the pirates. And through being king of the pirates, he said, I am willing to be within the world government as a country. That is it.
Yeah, that's him going about it the wrong way. That still doesn't make him his end goal lesser.
It's crazy.
It doesn't. It does not make his end goal lesser. It does not.
But it does define that he is not a king of the world. He is not a person that will never subjugate himself to somebody else. Right? Like he literally says, I will have somebody above me.
You're getting into whether or not Blackbeard is going about it the right way, in my opinion, and not what he's willing to do per se.
No, what he said was that this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm comfortable with, and that's it. He never said, "Yo, I have a plan above that." That's you saying to yourself.
No, but has that not been alluded to? But has that not been alluded to? Can you
No,
with a straight face?
no,
You're lying.
Never.
You are straight up lying right now, Larry. When Van Augur was asked by Saturn, "What's y'all's goal?" He said, "The world." He didn't say, "So we got to be the king of the nation in the world government." When he's asked, "Oh, this is my age," that's not, "Oh, so I can be underneath Emu in the world government."
Yeah.
He has outwardly said what his actual goals are, and this is a step in that goal process.
But does that not mean that he's dependent on a higher person to get him to that level?
Yeah, that it does.
Okay,
that's
so
him
then,
that's him going about it in the wrong way. Like I said, that does not mean his goals themselves aren't as lofty as these other people that you're naming.
Okay, but we've clearly seen that Blackbeard has not been willing to do what he needs to do, right? He just does the workaround. This is why it took him 30 years to find devil fruit.
Dog,
He's
he
not
got
willing,
elite hockey, and it's going to be why he loses. I'll be the first to tell you that.
and that's my point.
Then say that. What you're saying,
that's
what
been
you're
the
saying is
point.
wrong. You said his goal isn't.
My point is that he depends
lofty enough.
on devil fruits. He
No,
depends
you said
on
his
things.
goal isn't lofty enough. You named people that want to be kings of the world, that want to be this,
That was
and you
one of the
excluded
reasons.
him.
That
And when I
was one
brought
of
him
the
up,
reasons.
you
Yes.
said, nah, that he
Again.
wants to be a king.
Okay, so
you're wrong.
Again, so what I was saying was he's dependent on devil fruits. His hockey is not there because his goals aren't big enough to be king of the world.
But
That's what I
that part
said.
of it is wrong.
That's not wrong.
That part of it is
That's
wrong.
not wrong.
All right.
That's not wrong.
That part of it is wrong.
He literally tells somebody that he wants to be king of the pirates. That's his goal. That's his end goal. To be king of the pirates. It wasn't king of the world. The same way.
What did Van Auger say?
Yo, Van Auger can say whatever he want.
All right, bro. Huh?
Van Auger can say whatever he want, bro. But anyway, again, hockey rules everything.
It do. That's that we can agree on.
And the Gorsey got devil fruits. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
I want to say something. I just want to
We
say.
got 15 minutes, by the way.
Yeah,
And we
it's
got
gonna be
a
short.
We got a
Super
super
chats.
chats. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna be short, and I was gonna say one thing to add. Remember what Kaido said about Gold Roger? He bent the world to his knee, but Gold Roger was also king of the pirates. So in a sense, it could just be Blackbeard. They're talking about that because it affects the world.
Listen, bro, they believe in fate and belief. But I'll tell you this, as soon as he start messing up, they don't really believe in him. So, whatever Van Auger is saying, he can say whatever he want, bro.
Shout out to Van Auger, man.
We might not get to calls, guys. My bad.
This was a heavy chapter, and we did a video.
But we're definitely going to do calls next episode, if anything. So.
Isn't there a break week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a break week next week.
Sorry, broker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let's get the calls.
All right.
Let's get to
I was going to ask you, do you want to do the ad? Because we didn't do that either.
No, we're not going to do it.
Right.
We don't have time.
We got another 5 from Jimmy Hopkins. It says, popping in to make Larry address his egregious takes. Wow. So if ocean sovereignty is equal to a Bijou bomb, is ocean sovereignty only a mountain buster?
It could be.
I don't have anything for that. We got another 5 from Kirby. It says, y'all think Emu was screaming the same way when she was getting them Gomu Gomu back shots. Hashtag BBC
Yo,
going
what's wrong with
crazy.
y'all, bro?
Hashtag Void Sentry Bop. I feel like we gotta chill with Lily, man. They be wildin'. Another 250 from Psych. That's the wrong number. Crazy how Emmett hears D and immediately unzips. Pause.
You guys are crazy, bro.
What's wrong with y'all?
You guys are so crazy.
Another 5 from Tupai. It says, y'all think Joy Boys hockey is a new type like ancient hockey or just same old hockey? I prefer it just to be the strongest version of Conqueror's hockey, personally. That wasn't what it was identified as.
Yeah.
Another 5 from John Dendens. It says, wanted to show TOPT love for all you do for the community. Been listening for the last year and wanted to say thanks for getting me into One Piece. Hashtag BBC. And that was John's first
thank you.
super chat.
That's awesome that we got you into One Piece.
I don't even know how that's possible, but
Yeah,
thank
seriously.
you. Yeah, and I hope you're enjoying it. You seem to be. Another 5 from Kaidon. It says, if you could go on vacation with any 3 One Piece characters, what 3 would you pick?
Boy Hancock, Robin, and Kujaku. Keep things interesting and spicy.
We'll just go with that.
Yeah.
That works. You wildin' on Kujaku, though. Another 10 from King Zalutus. I think that's how you say it. It says, Zoltus, I'm sorry. Who do you think is currently winning current day? Garp or Wano Gear 4 Boundman Luffy?
Garp.
Wait, someone Garp now?
I'm assuming this is after Luffy's Rio power-up. I still kind of want to go Garp.
Oh.
I'll go Luffy. Just
Yeah.
'cause. Another 5 from Dom. It says, finally caught alive. Y'all always make my day. Hashtag keep up the amazing job. That was Dom's first super chat. That was also King Zoltus' first super chat. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Another 8 Canadian from Jay. It says, if Seb got a BBL, would the clap of his cheeks rival Joy Boys hockey? Hashtag Larry got length. Hashtag BBL Seb. Hashtag don't down to get topped. Hashtag Miguel. Magellan?
What's wrong with y'all, bro?
Magellan for Pirate King. Hashtag Kid over King. That was the wildest super chat of the day. And yes, it would.
That's so
Another
funny.
2 from Leo Gialio. It says,
So out of pocket.
bring back homing gang. Hashtag homing gang. Hashtag BBC. Hashtag topped off homing. A homing gang? Homing gang is crazy. Another 10 from Blackjack. It says, you guys inspired me to start my channel. And now I have 3 videos up. Thank you for all you do. Hopefully I'll be able to join y'all for an episode. Hashtag Kuzan Gang. What is the name of the channel? Black? Let us know. Is it just Blackjack? Is it your name? Let us know. We got another 6 membership months to Nakama status from Hunch and D Hose. It says, so Joy Boy a Jehovah's Witness?
That's so funny.
I can't.
You guys are actually hilarious, bro.
We got another 5 from Derek Clerge. It says, after last week's episode, what are you on Team Divine Departure or Team Galaxy Impact? It's crazy that Roger was ducking that on a daily basis. Roger wasn't ducking.
Yeah, man.
Roger
didn't duck
actively
anybody.
wanted smoke with Garp, bro, in his prime.
I think he meant more of like, I dipped it. I hope. Because you saying Roger ducking him is
Roger
crazy.
really ducks nobody, bro.
His whole super chat is of the contentious nature, Divine Departure versus Galaxy Impact. I think he's saying ducking. I personally have always liked throwing hands more than swordplay, so Galaxy Impact.
But
like if we're talking that what's actually stronger, I think Roger's stronger than Garp. So
I think Roger's stronger than Garp. And also I think it depends on the level of how much Haki he put into Divine
Well, I
Departure.
thought it's Sovereignty versus Galaxy Impact. Like
this is Divine Departure specifically was the question.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm also assuming he means Rogers and not Shanks's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
We got another 2 from 2X TV. I don't know. It says, we need a Garp emoji. That is a Larry request.
I'll get one.
Mm-hmm. We got another 5 from Benny and Club. It says, is Luffy getting Divine Departure / Galaxy Impact, both or none? Hashtag BBC. I don't think he'll say anything.
Yeah.
Like
He had his
that.
own version of something.
You're more likely to get a Koby Galaxy Impact than a Luffy Galaxy Impact. Another 5 from Rhett Pressler. It says, Joy Boy top 1. I agree. Another 5 from Benny. It says, do you think it's confirmed Shanks has a twin or clone lurking, or is it just a possibility? For now, it's just
What
a
up,
possibility.
twin?
It's just a possibility for now. Another 5 from Bonesaw 3 Men. It says, I look at Emmett like he's Joy Boy's chopper. Their flashback convo warmed my heart. Hashtag Brobot. Yeah, I agree. Another 2 from Strahd. It says 30-minute warning, gentlemen. We're trying, Strahd. We try. Another 5 from Lethal. It says, did you guys notice the Nakama X on the robot's arm? Hashtag BBC. Hashtag give me some topped. Yeah, I think I pointed that out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you did.
Another 2 from Misery Adventure Avenue. It says, y'all need to tell Emu to get up! Another 2 from Bonesaw. It says, let our hockeys combine. I am Captain Hockey. Another 5 from Maki Jiro. It says, Larry, you're tripping, bro. Blackbeard, the big plotter. Katarina proves to us that Blackbeard was actively plotting on the Gorosei before the message was even started. He's definitely a big plotter. Another 2 from Maki Jiro. Does Galaxy Impact upscale Chinjao and the King's Punch?
I think Galaxy Impact is definitely stronger than that.
I think he's saying upscale them to saying, like, this is more impressive that Chinjao was able to clash heads with Garp for any amount of time, kind of thing.
We saw him get one-shotted.
I don't know that that's true. Did the fight not continue after that?
I don't think so.
No.
Part of that did, though.
No, we didn't.
I don't know.
I
about
thought
that.
it did.
I think that punch just put him in a body cast, bro. 'Cause you got your head pushed in. You got your head pushed in. You can
Is
get
this like
paralyzed.
ribs broke with that? Like, I don't
Dude,
know.
you can get paralyzed.
I suppose. I don't know. We got another 8 months to Nakama status from Veterinary. It says, next arc, hockey training for all the Straw Hats. Hashtag BBC. Maybe. And then another 5 from Gerardo Ramirez. It says, love you, Larry, but let others finish their thoughts. If they are wrong, let them hang themselves with their wrong thoughts. Stop avoiding my call, LOL.
Yo, y'all always have me like cutting them off. Yo, Sebastian directly never lets me or Lawrence speak without interrupting. Like every single
That's
time.
not even true.
Every single time, bro.
Stupid.
Every single time.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch other episodes, you'll see that Sebastian just is obnoxious when it ever comes to me or Lawrence.
Yeah. So that's just like.
Like Lawrence has to overtalk him so he doesn't get overtalked.
But I do it in a nice way. Apparently.
A nice way.
Apparently, what are you really talking about?
They ain't come at me.
They don't come at you, bro. Cause they glaze you for no reason. You're the Blackbeard on the body.
That makes sense.
Okay, Ace. We got another 5 from Candid Kid Jack 3. I'm an anime-only watcher, but I gotta show love. Larry's best takes. Sebi Wallen and the twins' death paid for by Toei Animation. Y'all are amazing.
Wait,
Oh man, anime only is wild. Anime only and loving Larry is even wilder because he hates the anime. But that's all super chats for now. So
It says 𝙏𝙚𝙪𝙢𝙧𝙪. That's terrible, bro.
oh man, I hate the Sebi name, bro.
Oh, I was gonna bring up.
What you gonna bring up, bro?
Does this imply that Joy Boy has the voice of all things? Because he's talking to Emmett? Or do you think Emmett could just talk?
That is a good point.
I'm
too.
gonna be real with y'all, bro. Joy Boy is the Ichigo of the series, bro. He got all the things.
Stop.
He whatever
We
whatever
can't-
they
yeah,
say,
we
he
can't
got
do
it.
this,
He got
bro.
it,
We
bro.
can't do this, bro.
He got it, bro. He got it.
See, this is what I'll be talking about, bro.
He got
Like,
it, bro. It's him.
yo, regardless.
He the
like,
Lunarian.
you gotta have people.
Clan, Fishman, all that,
You
bro.
too trustworthy, bro. I think it's an interesting point that nobody's pointing out that he might be a fishman. Yo, it could be very well possible that he's a fishman.
Yo, stop playing with my name in the comments, bro. I think it was Sebas Weapon. He could be.
Yeah, he could be.
I'm not mad at that.
but I definitely think he definitely has the voice of all things. It just makes sense.
I feel like the Ancient Kingdom is encompassing like all the dreams of probably everyone in the show besides like Luffy. Like Big Mom's dream is accomplished through the Ancient Kingdom because literally they covered everybody race wise.
Yeah.
So I can see like if Oda's saying freedom is the ultimate goal in life, he's also saying that anybody could probably be king, anybody could probably be from the Ancient Kingdom and be a resident. So I can see as to why, like, if fishmen are so hated for so long, maybe it's not because they become the superior race.
It's because Joy Boy was wild.
It's because Joy Boy was probably a fishman.
I can see that.
So
We
the-
did get another 5 from Gerardo Ramirez. It says the manga says that Joy Boy stored the strongest Haki in the rope. He didn't say his own. Any chance that the Haki was from someone else's? I doubt it. Just again, Imu's reaction implies that it's very heavily Joy Boy.
Yeah.
And it would honestly, if it's someone else's, it kind of takes away from the heartfelt messaging that Joy Boy gave to Emmett.
Yeah.
Like it said, I'm gonna protect you.
Yeah, so you're
not
gonna- yeah.
yo. I got my boys to put some Haki in here.
Exactly.
Like I'm going to protect you. So I would personally not like that as a writing choice.
Yeah.
It's interesting though because I had other theories, but we didn't have enough time. But like, because Weatheria has showed us that weather knots are a thing, it does remind you that the Birkins on the moon were the main angel people. They had the Birkin City. Devil Fruit's Vegapunk's Devil Fruit also was existing at one point because his logo is on the hats of some of the space pirates, right? So it might be old. But it probably connects to the Ancient Kingdom where like the Birkins themselves were intertwined with the Ancient Kingdom. Hence why Weatheria has the weather knots because they're Birkins and Joy Boy has weather knots that he can infuse Haki with. So it's like it goes back to like maybe the Birkins also created Uranus like I talked about before, but I think there's just like so much going on the back end. Now that I think about it, it's like, all right, let's say like we do get the story of what happened between the Ancient Kingdom and the Alliance. Bro, you could possibly make like a whole nother 2 years just describing what happened with them. Or just to have like a prelude to One Piece and what happened with them. It doesn't need to have like the same effects of like Luffy, but it could turn into like a whole nother story that
Like
it would last for a long
like
time.
instead of like a Boruto, they do like
What happened with the Ancient Kingdom?
Ancient Kingdom of One Piece. Like
Yeah.
a whole series.
Like we see somebody win, we can see somebody lose, and that's perfectly fine. We saw that in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Like it still would make a great story. I just don't know if Oda's willing to go, hey, I'm willing to
Not
do this
right.
again.
I think this
But
is
like
it.
differently.
I think this is it.
But
Once
this is
he's
it for
done, he's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's out of the game.
I'm out the game.
Honestly, what I think Oda should do is like you retire, right? But have your team continue.
Nah.
No,
I
why
can't do
not?
that. I can't do that. Nah.
You can't even name somebody on that team. But you about to entrust him with the legacy of One Piece?
But they should have Oda's like writing style, his vision, all of how they want to do it.
That's hard, bro.
No.
That's hard,
so it's
bro.
like it's not, in a sense, it's not fully the canon because Oda retired, but it's like, for example, even with the alternate, with Bonnie's ability, the alternate futures, you can even have different stories run off that.
You know what it is? It's about his imagination too. So like certain characters are gonna not look the way like you know what I'm saying. Like it's gonna lose all of its.
You
charm.
don't even read Mr. Zeton right now, Lawrence.
I was reading it. I'm gonna get back into it.
It's gonna be tough though. I definitely can't wait. But it is One Piece break week next week, so best believe we're gonna do super chats nonstop when they do come in, and then we're gonna do Discord calls for sure. Like we're 100% doing Discord calls for sure. We're gonna go off. We're gonna give you guys a lot of time. It's gonna be a regular episode, 6 to 9. There's no more extra 30 minutes after this.
Yeah.
I know Marv is like, thank God.
Sorry, Marv. And we apologize.
We've had Marv here for a while.
We apologize to everybody who was in the Discord queue, loaded up waiting for the calls. We just never got to it. I think there was like 16 people there. We topped that at. Thank you for your patience. But next week. Next week. So we'll be here next week. Guys, thank you so much. Please like the video before you leave just to help us out. There's like 500 of you guys. Like the video if you haven't already. It does us wonderful things. So leave a comment after the video is done, and we appreciate you so much. So thank you for everything that you guys always do for us, as always. And just make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're journaling if you need to get your thoughts out. Make sure you're working out and eating right and drinking water. Don't be a bum. Find something to do. Keep yourself occupied and challenge yourself. All right? But my name is Larry.
Lawrence.
Lionel.
Sam!
This is that One Piece Talk. Jana!